wisdom, and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
It's a very, very, very fine house.
Hello, this message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, conveniently located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Periodontal disease, commonly called gum disease, is prevalent among adults of all ages and can lead to tooth loss. Practicing daily oral hygiene and obtaining regular, professional, preventive dental care is paramount in the prevention of gum disease. Call Brandon Dental in Spencer, West Virginia at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental care.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, one-line and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldsburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157. DW Excavating, LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders! Let Dye & Williams Insurance at 217 Church Street in Spencer help you with the coverage you need. Homeowners, farm owners, vacant home, mobile home, motorcycle, farm equipment, and ATV. you have a business, we can help you there also. Whatever your insurance needs, let Diane Williams find you the best coverage. Diane Williams, 217 Church Street, next to the courthouse. Call 304-927-5656 or email us at dianewilliams@suddenlinkmail.com. Serving Spencer and Roane County for over 60 years. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
This is Gabby Bowen, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Have you ever been told by a doctor, nurse, or other healthcare professional that you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? Uncontrolled high blood pressure raises the risk for heart disease and stroke, which are leading causes of death in the United States. Fortunately, high blood pressure is treatable and preventable. Here at Roane County Family Healthcare, we have developed a program for our patients that incorporates one-on-one consultations, individualized care plans, education, monthly calls, and more. By participating in our services, you also receive your own free blood pressure monitor. Yes, a free monitor, so that you can closely monitor your progress. So are you ready to take the step towards healthier goals? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your hypertension. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Visit the Garden Fresh Market in downtown Spencer. We stock fresh produce arriving daily. Let us create meat and cheese trays or veggie and fruit trays for your next event. Our kitchen is open daily, eat in or carry out, Monday through Saturday, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with daily specials available. We also sell fresh flower arrangements at Taylor's Floral. The Garden Fresh Market. Give us a call at 304-927-5109 or stop in and see us at 229 Ripley Road in downtown Spencer. And let's go Raiders!
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Some people are just obsessed with their lawns. They'd cut their grass with a pair of scissors if they could. Thanks to Gravely, they don't have to. You see, Gravely makes not only the best built and most comfortable lawnmowers, but they also leave your house looking like a doggone country club. So whether you're a commercial landscaper wanting the best or just a perfectionist homeowner, you can't do better than a Gravely.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Did you know Hardman's is now stocking Trex decking? That's right. You don't have to worry with staining your deck anymore with Trex decking. We have 3 colors in stock to choose from, so you can buy it today and install it tomorrow. Ask about special financing options and enjoy your new deck all summer long. Looking to beat the heat and upgrade the live without? Our Best Look Paint and Primer in 1 is your only choice for superior quality at an affordable price. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Is your grass already growing so fast it looks like a hayfield? Then you need to go see the professionals at Hildreth Supply. Hildreth Supply has all the Husqvarna equipment you need to tame that out-of-control yard. How about the Husqvarna riding lawnmower, model number YTH 18542, priced at $2218.75. Husqvarna trimmer, model number 329L for $249. Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Hi, Hi, this is Lisa Simmons inviting you to join the team of savings and visit Honest Fred's Flooring at 373 East Main Street, Arnoldsburg Road. We're the largest flooring warehouse in town, and it's fully stocked with the latest trends in floor covering. All first quality with fair pricing, great values, and professional installation. Stop by or call today, 304-927-8082, or check us out on the web.
Take a small drive to big savings. HonestFreds.com.
If you want an affordable price on your next vehicle, new or used, you need to visit Jack Garrett Ford. It's that simple, and yes, it's that affordable. New 22s arriving regularly, including Escape, F-150, and Explorer. You can even special order a new Ford, and of course, a nice selection of used on hand. Find out what saving and selection are all about at Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. Name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit KirbyInsurance.com.
Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk. I'm a lifelong resident of Roane County and a 2001 graduate of Roane County High School. I've spent the last 18 years working in service of the public at Roane General Hospital and the last 10 years helping to cover youth sports here on WVRC. I've had the privilege of watching my father for the last 24 years, and I understand firsthand the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a successful county clerk. It's about the people knowing that when they walk through the door, they will be treated fairly and with respect, no matter the situation. The county clerk should always be the face of the office and not just a name on the door. If elected, I promise to continue with the same standards of hard work and service to the people of Roane County and the surrounding communities that you've all come to know and expect. Thank you for your support in the upcoming election. Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk.
Paid for by the candidate.
Hungry? There's only one place to go to satisfy a hunger that big any time of the day or night. McDonald's in Spencer. Choose from the famous Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, add fries and sweet tea, and you've got a meal that can't be beat. Start your day off right with the best breakfast in town. McDonald's in Spencer. Egg McMuffin, sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit, hot cakes, sausage burrito, add a cup of premium coffee and a hash brown. Great prices every day. McDonald's in Spencer. I'm loving it, and so will you. McIntosh Hardware, Furniture, and Appliance, the store that has it all. From quality furniture, Lazy Boy, Serta, Catnapper, appliances, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, KitchenAid, and McIntosh offers setup and removal, power equipment, Echo, Troy-Built, and in-house service, hardware, tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, pipes, and fittings. McIntosh Hardware and Appliance, 204 Market Street in Spencer, 304-927-2700. Find us on Facebook for more great deals.
For the next few seconds, picture yourself retired. What do you see? What sounds do you hear? How do you feel? However you picture your retirement, planning early is the best way to make it happen. And State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels is here in Spencer to help. He can chat with you about the kind of retirement that you want and then help you find the best ways to save for it. A little today can add up to a lot tomorrow. So get started now. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 and picture yourself happy. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. We are located on Williams Drive in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, team uniforms, signs, banners, trophies, and awards. Does your school, team, or league need help with fundraiser ideas? Then give us a call, 304-927-6466. That's our specialty. NV Graphics, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Closed for lunch daily from noon to 1. Supporting local small businesses help directly support your kids in the community. Give NV Graphics an opportunity to earn your business. Thank you.
Sports builds character that follows us all through life. It can lift us up in grand emotions when we reach the pinnacle of success. We all can envision the agony of defeat. Both equally build character. Old Fences Realty believes in character. Working hard to achieve that pinnacle of success takes sacrifice, training, and long hours. When putting your property on the market, please remember the company that possesses that character. List with Old Fences Realty.
And go team!
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free, large, one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites. Original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision-making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Primary care is like a bridge, moving you from one side where you need vaccinations, screenings, and medical advice to the other where you receive essential care to remain healthy and active. At Roane General Medical Clinic, our primary care team is here to help you cross that bridge to a healthier life. Roane General Medical Clinic. Our providers are now accepting patients and offer care you can trust close to home.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to week number 5 of high school football across the great state of West Virginia. To say week 5 already is hardly fathomable, but just as in years past, those of us who follow high school football in the state are always amazed at the speed with which the seasons pace themselves. Each Friday night that approaches seems to come at an increasing rate, so it is vitally important for fans and for coaches and players alike to savor the excitement and intensity of each and every one. The ultimate goal of every program that competes under the bright lights is winning a state championship. That is why they compete. The realistic outlook for many may not be this year, next year, or even in the near future, but the ultimate goal is somewhere out there for all teams. There are also some programs who may be legitimate contenders right now. Although we are only entering the 5th week of the season, there are some teams that have appeared, at least early, to have separated themselves from the rest of the pack in all 3 classes. There are still 25 undefeated teams in the state who enter tonight with momentum and motivation to remain so. And before there can be any thoughts of a state championship, there is still a gauntlet to navigate to even make the playoffs. As we close in on 7:30 tonight, many questions remain about many of these teams. Who are the true contenders for a title, and who are the teams not quite yet to the level of the elite? For quite a number of years in its infancy, the Roane County Raider program played more the role of pretender than contender. An early move to Class AAA in the late 1990s certainly assisted in the Raiders' early program struggles. However, as the 2000s progressed, so did the Raiders' success. A few playoff berths helped build excitement. The following decade of the 2010s, Roane County took an even bigger step to success with multiple playoff appearances and the program's first ever playoff win. And now, in the very early years of yet another decade, the Raiders appear primed to move ever closer to that ultimate goal. The question they must answer each week is, are we legitimate contenders? Entering tonight, Roane County stands tall at 4-0 and ranked number 2 in Class AA. And just as last week, the coaches and players could care less. The message is the same. The motto holds: stay humble, stay hungry, and just work each week to be 1-0. This motto is increasingly important with each win because the target on the Raiders' back grows exponentially with each addition to their win column. Tonight will be no different. The Buffalo Bison would love nothing more than to finally be the program to take down the Raiders on homecoming night and spoil Roane County's excitement at finally returning home after 3 straight road wins. And the Bison are most definitely a capable group. Flashback to last season and another Raider team that was riding high into Buffalo week against the Single A Bison. What the Raiders got was a fierce battle with a very scrappy team. The Raiders survived that game, but not without a newfound respect for the fight of the Bison. Tonight, the Raiders expect no different. There will be no overlooking Buffalo. There can't be. And as that ultimate goal looms somewhere out in the ether, the simple goal tonight is the same as it has been each Friday before. Stay humble, stay hungry, and work as hard as possible to go 1-0. Roane County, say it with me, it's time to kick the tires and light the bonfires. It's time for Raider football. Live from beautiful County Stadium on the campus of Roane County High School. Raider football is once again on the air. From Reedy to Walton, Newton to Spencer, and all points in between. We welcome you to WVRC 104.7 FM's coverage of your Roane County Raiders. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to County Stadium for another edition of Roane County High School football. Andrew Miller, John Penna, Matt White, Katie Nutter, Joe McDonald. We are back to being a full crew here tonight, and it's going to be a gorgeous night for some football action. It's finally football weather. It is finally very, very nice to be home, and we're back on the turf for an opportunity at homecoming night for the Raiders to go 1-0 yet again, John Penna, and continue this early season momentum.
Yeah, you know this team has been looking forward to getting back home after 3 road games in a row, but Roane County took care of business on the road as they needed to and as they wanted to. But tonight, you come in against a Buffalo team that we played last year. A very physical game is what it ended up being, but Roane County came out on top 22-3 in that football game. And this year, Roane County still has that same mentality, but I think this Buffalo team is going to be a little bit different. They're going to throw the ball around a little bit more.
You know, I like the thought of us playing Buffalo after already having gone through the gauntlet that was Clay County's offense, the air raid attack where they threw the ball 27 times. It gave our defensive secondary an opportunity to grow very quickly in the early season. So now when you see a team that's going to throw the football a little more than what would be normal in West Virginia high school football, you're a little more prepared for those weapons.
Yeah, and in Clay County, that was the big game for us, and we switched some things around in the secondary, really shored things up, made it nice. But then you go against Lewis. Lewis was one of those teams that was they kind of run past a little bit both. But Roane County settled down in the secondary, has made the defense much better. We know that the guys up front are studs for Roane County on the defensive front, and our linebackers play as smart as anybody in the state.
For Roane County, it's going to be more of the same. They want to run the football first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and they've got 6 people at this point that they can throw in there and run the football with. Obviously, it all starts with Beggs and Delk, lightning and thunder, whatever you want to call him. You bring Shea Harper back after last week. He had a little bit of a knee problem, so he was not able to run the football last week, but you got the chance to see the capabilities of Brandon Richardson, who comes back again just for game number 3 in his young career.
Yeah, you know, he's the transfer in from Texas. He was mostly a defensive player in Texas. Drew didn't really play a whole lot of offense, so he's just now learning the position, but he is a weapon. You saw it on the kickoff return. You've seen it on the defensive side. but it's going to be interesting to see as the season goes for him to get some more touches. With Shea still probably not at 100%, probably somewhere about 90%. He may get some opportunities here tonight in Be Rich, but then you also have Colton Paxton that's very capable of running the football. We've seen it early in the season when he stiff-armed a couple different guys, but Colton Paxton is capable of doing that as well. And then you got Clay Walker that's going to be able to come in and help out a little bit as well.
You see the running prowess of the Raiders, and again, it starts up front with our big linemen who have been fantastic. Let's go 2 years now. Most of these guys are the same as they were. Roane County has rushed 191 times in 4 games for 1,344 yards, an average of 336 yards per contest, and an average of 7 yards per gain, no matter who is carrying the football. It's just very, very impressive to see. Obviously, Roane County led by Begler at 568. Delk right behind him with 457 yards. But as you mentioned, there are some very capable runners besides those two, which makes it very difficult for a team to plan for your offense, even on the run. And then you go back, I'll bring Matt White in, to what Roane County was able to do in 4 short passes last week.
Yeah, that play-action pass really is something that Roane County needs to be able to exploit more and more as the season goes on. You know, you've got the freshman quarterback in Jacob Greathouse. He is a very, very capable game manager. We've seen that already, but eventually you're going to have to put a little bit more trust into him, and I think Coach Burdett maybe gave him some more of that confidence last week, mixing in. He went 4 for 4 in that ball game, over 100 yards. Really a good outing for him. But one of the key things I think in this game, though, Drew, is the inexperience up front for Buffalo. They lost 4 seniors off of their offense and defensive lines, and they've been shifting a lot of guys in the first three games this season, trying to find that combination that's going to work for them.
Matt, tremendous with segues, John Penna. If you have an inexperienced offensive line and you want to throw the ball a lot, as Buffalo's going to want to do, and you've got a sophomore quarterback in Josh Moody who, although he is very talented, is still very young, it's imperative that you get yourself some pressure on him early and often and try to eliminate as much passing as they may want to do.
Yeah, you know, cut it off before it even gets started. And the guys up front, I believe, just in film study that I've had this past week, Roane County's offensive and defensive front, the most physical dominant of the two teams. So I look forward to seeing what our defensive front can do. Maybe dial up some blitzes to get into Moody's face. And make him get rid of the football a little bit quicker. We've watched Lane Watson really develop as a guy that can cover very well. He had 2 interceptions against Clay County, and then Shea Harper is another one of those guys. But now you got Richardson. You've added him in there a little bit. You have Sawyer Hunt that's really starting to pick it up as a defensive back. So, you know, all the things point to Roane County really being able to kind of control this game, as long as they don't get too hyped.
The Raiders, 7 interceptions in 4 games, including 3 from Harper, a pair from Watson, and then Jacob Greathouse and Matthew Schaefer with that pick 6 at the beginning of the game. So the Raiders, although youth runs the day in the secondary, the Roane County Raiders have been gamers in the secondary. A lot of things that have to go right for Roane County here tonight. They've just got to stay humble, stay hungry, stay focused on trying to become 1-0 again this week. If they continue to do that on paper, they should be the team that comes out with a victory here on homecoming night. But again, that's why the two teams play the football game. We'll take a break for our sponsors here in pregame. When we come back, we have more pregame coverage, including the Coach's Corner interview with head coach Paul Burdett following these messages.
My name is Sina McDonald. I am running for Roane County Clerk. I have 12 years management experience running a small business in Roane County, 11 years experience with information technology support for the Roane County Courthouse, and 6 years experience of on-site support with West Virginia counties for the voting machines and election tabulation software. I believe my experience in technology and elections make me the ideal candidate for Roane County Clerk. On November 8th, please vote for Sina McDonald for Roane County Clerk. Every vote matters.
Paid for by the candidate.
Visit Slate Auto and Transmission, located at 302 Slate Road, Spencer, for all of your car care needs. We offer a wide range of services, including transmission work, new tires and alignments with brands like Mastercraft, Cooper, and Goodyear, regular and modified state inspections, major and minor vehicle repairs. We also have ASE certified mechanics. We appreciate every one of our customers. Call us today at 304-927-2250 to schedule your next appointment. We are open Monday through Friday. Slate Auto and Transmission, quality repairs by people who care.
Come into Stats Pharmacy, where our patients' good health is our main concern. We have a drive-through window where you can conveniently drop off and pick up your prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Refill your prescriptions anytime online at www.statspharmacy.com or from your iPhone or Android phone using the Refill RX mobile app. No waiting in long lines. Just call ahead and your order will be waiting for you. We look forward to serving you at Stats Pharmacy, located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. You can call us at 304-927-2980.
We welcome you back to County Stadium. Had a chance to talk with Coach Paul Burdett before the game began, and this is what he had to say. All right, welcome back, folks. I'm standing here back home finally in the end zone of County Stadium. Well, Coach, that was a long, long road trip, but an effective one for you guys.
Yeah, it sure was. 3 weeks on the road is pretty tough, and we knew we had our work cut out for us. But, we were able to get on the road and get 3 big victories and get back here still 1-0 and ready to take care of business here tonight.
Obviously, you have to navigate that during a football season. You're going to have to go on the road. You're going to have to play teams that want to beat you worse than anybody else. You were able to navigate that, and I think it's a good thing that your team is, again, experienced mentally, because you come back home and you don't want to have some sort of letdown mentally. This group seems as if they are just roll with the punches each and every week.
Well, you got a bunch of experience out here, Drew, that went deep in the playoffs last year and understand how to practice, understand how to play games on Friday night, and understand how to navigate through a season with road trips and then being back home. So they got to continue to mature and grow each week, and we got to be ready to go here tonight for sure.
Absolutely. You'll get another test here tonight against Buffalo. I mentioned in the pregame intro last year. I know last year is last year, but if you talk about a program and how they run things, they're a physical, scrappy team. They remind me a lot of Clay County teams of the past, where no matter if you're going to beat them or not, you're going to have to earn it.
Absolutely. Buffalo is, you can't go by their record. They got a bunch of tough, scrappy kids, and they're physical. They got some really good athletes on offense to turn around and play defense. And, we got to be ready to go tonight, because what they're going to do is going to challenge us.
Obviously, they're going to want to pass the football on offense. What I saw, at least in film, is not really as much loading of the box, even when other teams were in run situations. Is that something you guys could exploit offensively?
Well, we'll see what happens tonight. There's a lot of teams that don't load the box until Roane comes to town. So we'll figure it out early on how they're going to handle us. If they play the way they've been playing, I think there's some things that we can exploit and areas we can go after. But we got to have to wait and see if they have any change in their scheme for us.
Obviously, it's homecoming night that we expect it to be a rather large crowd. You'll lose a couple guys at halftime to come out and crown a queen. As an OCD kind of guy, does that affect you at all?
Yeah, it bugs me really bad. It just does. But, that's their role, and I did it when I was a senior, and that's what they need to be doing. It's part of the experience, but also tell them to get their butts back in the locker room as soon as possible. So,
well, Coach, I tell you what, this is the first Friday night where I've actually felt like it's football weather. I know no matter what you play in, it's fine, but this just has a different feel to it tonight.
Well, Drew, you're not even sweating yet. Yeah, it's the way football's supposed to feel. I told the guys, this beats 85 degrees and humid any day. So, obviously, it's football weather, and that's what you kind of expect as you get later in the season here. And hopefully it stays around, because this is way better than the alternative.
Well, Coach, you're entering Game 5 of the season with a couple of scrimmages as well. The health of your team this week coming in, it's been really nice to have Brandon Richardson back. Is everybody else healthy as well?
Yeah, everybody's fine. Shea had a little hiccup there last week, and I think what it ended up being was just he collided knees with a guy on that tackle there early in the game, and the longer the game went, the more agitated it got, and luckily we were in a situation where we could really take care of him last week and didn't have to have him, although we wanted him, but didn't have to have him and let that thing rest and heal, and I think that was a big deal. By Tuesday at practice, he was ready to go. So, yeah, everybody's here, everybody's healthy and ready to go.
Coach, beautiful night here, another turf field game. We're going to have a lot of these at County Stadium coming up, but we like this one here tonight. Great weather. It's homecoming night. It's going to be a big crowd. We wish you all the best of luck to go 1-0 again.
Thanks, Drew. We appreciate it.
Head coach Paul Burdett. Folks, stick around. More pre-game coverage after this. And we welcome you back inside of County Stadium. The fans are really, really supportive here tonight. We were wondering, after a 3-game road trip and 3 wins, Roane County coming in with a 2-0 rank, or the number 2 ranking, what the fans would respond with, and it's going to be a packed house, I think, here, at least on Roane County's side of things. They're excited about this Raider football team, and with good reason they should be. And also, it is homecoming night. Great night for festivities, and boy, does it look beautiful out on that turf field for just the second time this year. We're going to take a look at the starting lineups for both teams while we have some time. Matt White, let's get it started with Buffalo on offense.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, that's been a little bit of a hodgepodge of guys on that offensive line. I think they've kind of settled in these last 2 meetings, and in pregame, these were the guys that were out there getting the majority of those first team reps. The left tackle, 6 foot, 220-pound sophomore Jonah Wilfong. He's a converted fullback coming up to play on the line this year. Left guard, 6 foot, 300-pound junior Cade Allman. At center, the 6'1", 245-pound senior Derek Hudson. At the right guard, a 6'1", 260-pound sophomore Dylan Johnson. And getting the start at right tackle, the 5'7", 220-pound freshman Zach Lovejoy. We'll see a lot of 4-man set. One of the things I noticed in pregame, too, I didn't see a lot of number 11, Gunnar Fertig. He was not out there much, so he may not be getting the start. We've got him on paper. If not, his backup is going to be the 5'6", 145-pound sophomore Caden Craig in the split. At the slot, the 5'7", 165-pound junior Chris Williams. The other slot, 5'10", 165-pound junior Bryce Downey. And the other split, 6'1", 150-pound senior Wyatt Cobb. In the backfield, the 5'9", 175-pound senior Bradley Harris. And commanding this offense, the 6'1", 200-pound sophomore Josh Moody.
Roane County defensively will attack with this lineup. The defensive ends, Ori May coming off of one of the best games he has had in his career. 3 sacks at Lewis County. The senior goes 6 foot, 170 pounds. Matthew Schaefer also has had a tremendous senior season defensively at 6'1", 200 pounds. Your defensive tackles, Jacob Bunner, 6'2", 285. Junior also had himself a sack last week. He's going to be very important, as will be the other D-tackle, Christian Jarvis, the senior role, 6'1", 225. They've got to get pressure up the middle on Josh Moody. Your linebacking core on the outside, Briar Begler, 5'8", 165-pound senior, and Shea Harper, who's going to be that hybrid outside backer safety, 6 foot, 175 sophomore. Inside, you'll have Colton Paxton, 6'1", 210-pound senior, leading this team in tackles with 43. He averages 10.5 per game. Skylar Delk, the senior, at the other inside backer, 6 foot, 180 pounds. He is second on the team in tackles. In the defensive backfield, you'll have Andy Jetton, a 5'11", 175-pound junior. Splitting time, and again, we're going to give him some love. Brandon Richardson, the 5'7", 160-pound junior. We don't know how they're going to fit him in, but they're going to fit him into the lineup defensively a lot. Also, Sawyer Hunt, the junior, 5'10", 150, and Lane Watson, the sophomore, leading this team, well, second on the team in interceptions, 6'1", 175-pound sophomore.
Now, we talked about Buffalo. We heard Coach Burdett say he wasn't sure exactly what that defensive formation was going to look like when Roane County comes out heavy. They traditionally, base set for them is a 3-down lineman, 4 linebacker set. Across the front, the defensive end, 6'1", 260-pound sophomore Dylan Johnson. The other end, a 6 foot, 220-pound sophomore Jonah Wilfong. And the nose tackle, the big 6 foot, 300-pound junior, Cade Allman. The 4 linebackers outside, 5'10", 165 junior, Bryce Downey. And the other outside backer, normally Gunnar Fertig. We'll see who comes in for him, but he's a 6 foot, 170-pound junior. 2 guys on the inside, 6 foot, 165-pound senior Evan Smalley, and the freshman 5'7", 220-pound linebacker Zach Lovejoy. In the secondary at the corners, 6'2", 165-pound junior Sam Thompson. The other corner, 5'7", 165-pound junior Chris Williams. The 2 safeties, the 5'9", 175 senior Bradley Harris, and the 6'1", 150-pound senior Wyatt Cobb.
For the Roane County Raider running game, it's all about the beef. Up front, left tackle Noah Jett, the sophomore, 6'2", 220 or 255. Left guard, the junior Jacob Bunner, 6'2", 285. The center is the senior Matthew Schaefer, 6'1", 200 pounds. Right guard, Colton Albright, 6 foot, 210, and he is a senior. Christian Jarvis at right tackle, the senior, 6'1", 225 pound. Colton Paxton is your tight end. The senior rolls 6'1", 210 pounds. Lane Watson is your split, 6'1", 175. He's a sophomore, and the H-back is Shea Harper, 6'1", 175, also a sophomore. In the backfield for Roane County, you have Skylar Delk, the senior, 6 foot, 180 pounds, and Briar Begler, 5'8", 165 senior. The freshman QB is Jacob Greathouse, 5'9", 145 pounds. As has been the case throughout this season, the Raiders will go on offense first. They have won the toss 4 of 5 times, and the other time the other team deferred. So Roane County will go right to work on offense here as we get set for homecoming night. Roane County takes the field on their side. Maroon jerseys with white numbers and letters, white pants with the maroon piping down the side, maroon helmets with the white Raider R and the white stripe down the middle. For Buffalo, it's white jerseys with navy blue numbers trimmed out in yellow. They've got the yellow helmets and they've got gray on the pants. A very big crowd for homecoming night for Roane County. Let's hope, John Penna, that Roane County gives them something to cheer about early.
Yeah, Roane County just going to come out here, has to come out here tonight and play their football game, be a physical team up front and own the line of scrimmage on both sides, offense and defense. And I think Roane County does have the advantage here tonight with that. But Buffalo, they do have a couple guys that are pretty shifty and speedy, and the sophomore quarterback can definitely throw the football down the field.
It will be Gabe Moore, the 5'10 sophomore, kicking off from right to left across your radio dial. Roane County will send Brandon Richardson and Briar Begler back deep. Richardson with that big play on a kick return against Lewis County last week. And so they have moved that young man. This will be the first time we've seen his speed on turf. He and Begler dangerous back in the back line. They stand at their own 15. Cool breeze blowing in. It's going to be a chilly night. Football weather. Moore surveys his kick team. Approaches from right to left, leg in. This one angled towards the sideline. It'll squirt out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. Raiders will get tremendous field position.
Yeah, that time they were just looking to try to get that ball, maybe to bounce around a little bit, give their outside guys an opportunity to maybe jump on the football, but the ball goes out of bounds, bounced on this beautiful turf.
The Raiders will begin first and 10 at the 38-yard line of Roane County. Freshman quarterback Jacob Greathouse enters the huddle for the Raiders as they travel left to right here in quarter number 1. Homecoming night for Roane County. Lane Watson splits to the near side. Split back formation under center Greathouse. Quick hitter. Up the middle goes Delk, and he will follow Christian Jarvis and Colton Albright for a big first down carry. Give him 6 on the carry.
Yeah, that's just Roane County football right there. Just up the middle, quick hitter, and a nice pickup of about 6 there on first down.
Moves the ball out just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Offset split back formation with a wing to the near side. Here's the give. Begler following the lead blocker. He's into the secondary, cuts it to the outside at the 45 of Buffalo, to the 40, splits back in at the 35, spins at the 33, and that's where he'll be dropped.
Yeah, that time Buffalo looked like had a three-man front with a couple guys that were hanging out over the end. You saw Jacob Bunner come out, pull, and then Begler read that perfect. He cut it back up inside. You see the block there. He cuts back up inside, and then Bunner continues to head downfield along with Shea Harper.
First down, about a 23-yard carry down to the 33 of the Bison. In motion behind is Harper. They'll pitch it to Shea. Down the far side, he's got nowhere to run, and he'll be locked up for a loss of about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, it looks like Will Fong was the guy there on the stop. That play, kind of east-west, he needed to cut that thing upfield. There was a lot of pursuit from Buffalo, though. He had Delk out there trying to help him out with a block.
That may have been Coach Burdett just kind of gauging how the knee is going to react. Shea will check out here, as obviously you could tell he wasn't at 100% on that run. B. Rich will check in. Second down, and we'll call it 13, a loss of 3, out to the 36 of the Bison. Double wing set. Here's Begler on the jet sweep. Getting to the outside, lead blocking, cuts through at the 25 to the 20, down to the 15, down to the 14-yard line. And Begler, at least on his first couple of runs, really picking his poison well.
Yeah, that time just kind of the same play set up here, Drew.
Watch the blocking by Richardson on this play.
Yeah, beautiful block there. Continues to push. Begler breaks a tackle, and Roane County in business here on the 19?
On the 19. Nope, it's going to be 14. On the 14 of the Bison. Eagle Eye John Penna. I can't believe that. Clock rolling.
It was a 19-yard gain on that play.
2 minutes into this drive. Here's the scissors misdirection. That's to Brandon Richardson. Up the middle he goes. Squirts through down inside the 5 and give him down to about the 3-yard line.
So Richardson getting a little bit more comfortable here in the offense, Drew, is just that come from the wing, you kind of go up under, and a nice little jump cut. And you know what? He's not the biggest guy, but he took on some contact there. Nice job.
Give him 11 on the carry. That will give Roane County a 1st and goal from the 3.
One thing Richardson's not scared of is contact, that's for sure.
Roane County goes to the bread and butter heavy, leaning right. It will be Delk. Gets up into the mass and can't get any further as the Buffalo defense selling out on the run.
Yeah, Buffalo sniffed that thing out. They're loading the box right there, and of course you will, but the defensive front did win the battle there that time, so Roane County looks like there's going to bring up a second down situation.
2nd and goal, a loss of 1 from the 4-yard line. 8:50 and rolling first quarter, first drive. Raiders stick heavy. This time Begler, third man. Begler untouched into the end zone, and the Raiders just continuing to work up front and with lead blocking.
Yeah, just what Roane County does, plunge that thing in there. They're going to line up in heavy here on replay, and Begler untouched into the end zone.
So Roane County strikes first on their first offensive possession. And it looks as if they will go for 2. This has been an up and down last 2 weeks for those things. Roane County was 0 for against Clay County and then only missed 1 of, I believe, 6, Matt, against Lewis County. Heavy package, Begler again. Begler untouched again. The same play and just white jerseys on the turf picking themselves up after the touchdown. Roane County leads it, 8:46 left in the first by a score of 8-0. You're watching and listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
All you need is parts. All we need is parts. All we need is parts. Parts. Parts is all we need.
Well, maybe not all you need. Sometimes you need more. Willard Starchers has you covered with lots of parts and more with their high quality and strong sales staff to help diagnose your repair issues and provide you the expertise to ensure that you get the right parts, tools, and fluids to get your job done. If your car needs fixed and you need some parts, who are you going to call? Willard Starchers. Open 7 days a week. Dial 927-2520.
Roane County leading early, 8-0, Matt White.
Yeah, very efficient drive, 7 plays, 62 yards. 3:14 off the clock. Briar Begler with a 4-yard touchdown run. He also converted that 2-point conversion. 8-0, Roane County on top. In that drive, Begler 3 carries, 46 yards.
Wyatt Cobb, Bradley Harris back deep. Coben Cottrell approaches. This one squibbed off the side of his foot, and it's going to be dangerous, and it's going to be Roane County football. An accidental onside kick, and Johnny on the spot, Sawyer Hunt.
Yeah, right here, you'll see it. And this has kind of been something that Cottrell's been, it's been kind of coming off of his foot on the right side. The ball bounces right into 22's hand, and Sawyer Hunt right there, Roane County with an opportunity to go down and put another score on the board. Great field position for the Raiders.
Sometimes it's lucky to be, or it's good to be lucky, just as you are maybe good. And the Raiders have it 1st and 10 quickly for their second possession in the territory of the Bison at Buffalo's 43-yard line, near side left to right. Raiders will split a pair out to the far side. Delk in the shotgun, whistles come in, and flags come flying in as well. Preliminary indication, it appears as if Buffalo may be lined off sides.
Yeah, really watch this offensive and defensive front here, Drew. Things are getting a little chippy early, and our guys don't take too kindly.
Well, you see some of the Buffalo linemen are shooting in for the legs early, trying to just take guys out at the shins.
Roane County gets an advance 5 to begin this drive. 1st and 5 from the 38 of the Bison. Raiders traveling left to right. Be Rich in the slot. Lane Watson split wide to the far side. Delk in the shotgun. Beggs moves to his left. Snap back, and again, whistles come in. This time, Roane County is going to give it right back.
You don't want to start that. The penalties last 2 plays, so just calm ourselves down. Here's an opportunity for Roane County, though, Drew. I think maybe mix it up a little in the playbook. They're going with that spread ace look.
Penalties an issue 2 weeks ago at Clay, not so much against Lewis County.
That one drive notwithstanding.
You are correct. Roane County breaks the huddle with just 6 on the play clock. They'll have to hustle. Delk snaps it with 2. Quarterback keep, off tackle. Delk into the secondary. Cuts against the grain at the 30, down to the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Skylar Delk.
Yeah, that looked pretty easy. If we go back here and look at the replay, just up the middle, seal block, and then Delk using the vision, cut back. And Shea Harper leading the way out front, but nobody between him and the end zone. Touchdown, Skylar Delk.
So the Raiders advantageous after the fake effective onside kick from Coben Cottrell. And the Raiders will go for 2 yet again. 8:35 remaining in the first half. Receiver near side, split back formation. Greathouse will fake the give. He'll roll near side. He'll dump it over to the end zone to the corner. And what a catch by Harper. And then as he goes crashing to the turf, the ball is dislodged, and he is a little slow to get up. Nevertheless, Roane County makes good on the first turnover of the game. 14-0 with 8:35 left.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your Erie agent in Spencer is the Ashley Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 304-927-2175.
Erie Insurance.
The first turnover of the football game comes by way of accidental onside kick. Matt White, Roane County, very quick to react to that.
Yeah, very quick indeed. The Wild Delk package worked perfectly. 43-yard run for Skylar Delk into the end zone. 2-point conversion, no good. 11 seconds off the clock. At the 8:35 mark, Roane County up 14-0 on the Bison.
Cottrell set to do the kicking once again. Cobb and Harris back deep. We'll see if Cottrell gets a good clip on this one. Will sail off his foot from left to right across the dial. This one a squibber as well towards the sideline, and going over and touching it in bounds is an up man, I believe. That was Bryce Downey. And so that ball will stay where it went out of bounds at about the 38, 37 maybe, of the Bison.
Had that little top spin on it. Slowed down a little bit. I thought it could stay in bounds. Sawyer Hunt came shooting in again, but Downey able to recover, and Buffalo with their first possession on offense.
And our first opportunity to see the 6'1", 200-pound sophomore QB Josh Moody. Again, they like to throw the football. They've got 4 receivers out. Trips to the far side, single to the near side. Harris in the backfield to the right of the quarterback. Now a motion man. That's Cobb. They'll fake the give. Now they'll give it to Cobb, as that was miscommunicated for a second, and that gave Roane County time, and that was Matthew Schaefer on the end gobbling up Harris.
You know, Matthew Schaefer, just a natural defensive end, Drew, takes the steps that he needs to contain, fights that block off, and comes up underneath to make the tackle. That's a perfect play by a defensive end.
Moody struggled to handle the snap in shotgun, led to the lack of timing. A loss of 1 on the play, give it 2nd and 11 at the 37 of the Bison. They move right to left, trips to the near side. Cobb to the near side in motion. They'll fake the give. They'll pitch it outside. Look at the room to run for Bradley Harris down the sideline, and no one will catch Harris. The Raiders completely fooled on the pitch.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Go back and look at the replay, but a blown play, that's for sure. Some trickery and a huge touchdown for Buffalo here to start out on their first possession.
Overloaded the near side, which was the wide side of the field. They brought Cobb in motion to the near side. They faked the jet sweep and just pitched it. And I imagine there was one guy or 2 guys on Roane County's defense that had the backside that forgot. So a quick strike score for the Bison to cut it down to a single possession. Shotgun for Moody. Harris in motion across. They'll dump it over into the corner, and Harris wide open. The Raiders inauspicious beginning defensively. 7:46. It's now 14-8.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
This is Jennifer Board Nichols at Board Depew Realty. So many things have changed around us lately, and we are all concerned about what the future holds. During these uncertain times, we want you to know that one thing will not change, and that's the service and the professionalism we will offer you at Board Depew Realty. My grandmother started this company over 64 years ago, and one thing hasn't changed. If you use Board Depew Realty to buy or sell your home, you are guaranteed to receive service that is guided by principles like honesty and wisdom and a conscience. Owning a home is the American dream, and that hasn't changed. So let Board Depew Realty show you the way to that dream. Even if the times are changing, principles and service shouldn't. So let Board Depew Realty show you that some things remain the same.
Our house is a very, very, very fine house.
Quick strike drive to get it back to one possession for Buffalo, Matt White.
Yeah, Bradley Harris, 63-yard touchdown run, bringing the Bison within a score, 14-8 now, Roane County.
Moore's going to angle this kick again to an up man. Dropped, picked up on the far side. Is that Delk? That is Skyler. Skyler fighting out past the 40 to the 45 to the 46. And the Raider offense will have tremendous field position for their third drive.
Yeah, just some miscues there on that last play, Drew, but the speed of Harris was very impressive.
Well, he is a dangerous runner. We do know that. And we've got a timeout immediately for the Bison. So with 7:39 left in quarter number 1, Roane County will start their third drive from the 46 after this.
This message comes to you courtesy of Brandon Dental Associates, located on Hospital Drive in Spencer, West Virginia. Early childhood caries is a term used for cavities in toddlers and preschool children and is mostly preventable. Brush and floss your child's teeth daily with a fluoride toothpaste and save sweets for meal times. When your child is thirsty or needs a snack, offer water or whole milk and healthy foods such as fruits, vegetables, cheese, or yogurt. Call Brandon Dental Associates at 304-927-2775 for your family's dental needs. That's Brandon Dental Associates in Spencer, West Virginia. 304-927-2775.
After the quick Buffalo timeout, Roane County getting set for drive number 3 at the 46 of the Raiders. And again, John, you mentioned it, just some missed assignments on that one play and then a missed assignment on the two-point conversion as well defensively for the Raiders.
Well, that's, just some film study and some coaching up by Buffalo's staff over there. They probably have seen something in film that they liked, and they were able to use that. But Roane County now settles down and on offense again, try to punch another one in here.
They lead by 6, 14-8, double wing formation. Beggs in motion across, and the entirety of the front line of the Bison go diving into the Raiders. And again, the Raiders will get 5 free ones. Let's hope this time they do not return the favor.
Yeah, Buffalo just trying to shoot gaps. They're trying to stay lower than what Roane County's offensive line is to kind of plug that up. They're really wanting to fire across.
A yard into Bison territory. 1st and 5 at the 49 of Buffalo. Raiders stick double wing. Beggs in motion. Quick hitter. Jet sweep outside. Good blocking. Seal blocking. There goes Beggs down the sideline. 45, 40 to the 35 to the 30. And still on his feet down inside the 30 to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, they saw a lot of Begler last year, Drew, and it took it down to the end. You see kind of the same play here, a nice block by Delk, and you got blocking downfield, almost a horse collar, but Begg stays on his feet and churns those crazy legs and continues to pick up yardage.
Matt White, 25, is that correct?
18.
18, I was nowhere close.
There was a lot of that, though, last year with Begler. Late in that game, we needed a first down, and he picked up a huge run and sealed the deal for us.
Raiders hustling to the line. They'll get set with 3 on the play clock. They'll get it off. They'll give it to Delk. Off tackle again. Delk carrying a defender on his left leg, and he'll push down inside the 20, and I said it again.
Jacob Bunner that time, Drew. I look back, and he was having himself a plate of pancakes there. He was just pushing guys around and flat back somebody.
Well, that's why Roane County has been so effective rushing the football, is at the point of attack. Roane County at the line of scrimmage, really the runners have chances to get going quickly. Double wing. They'll send Richardson in motion. The scissors misdirection. Begler near side. Beggs has got room down the sideline. Spins and cuts at the 6. And just a touchdown saving tackle by Wyatt Cobb. He got Begler at the shoelace, and Beggs falls down at the 5.
Yeah, linebackers just eyes watching the backfield. There's a lot of motion, movement here. You see the fake, and then up under is Begler, and a nice little spin move almost breaks the tackle.
Roane County has it, 1st down and goal from the 5. Jacob Greathouse approaches the line with 10 seconds on the play clock. The Raiders will have to hustle yet again. Single wing formation. Snap, handoff, Delk. Got 2 hands on the football, and he will get a couple, no more. Good lateral movement by the defense of the Bison.
Yeah, the defense for Buffalo, they come to play, and they're a physical bunch, Drew, and that's one of the things that we knew coming into this ballgame, is it would be a physical game. It was the most physical game that we had last year other than Doddridge.
5:19 and rolling, 1st quarter. Raiders with a 2nd and goal from the 3. 3rd man, this is Begler, and he will be untouched until he gets to the maroon in the end zone. Another effective drive, and the Raider front line is just eating right now.
Yep, just a play that we've come to be accustomed to. Heavy, right, and we continue to follow our offensive line and the guys up front. Colton Paxton, you got to tip your cap to him, always making those key blocks, helping those running backs out.
So after Roane County gives up the big play touchdown and the 2-point conversion, they've spread the lead back out to 20-8, going for 2. Traditional I formation. Begler just rolling and falling through the defense into the end zone once again. And the Raiders get right back out to the 14-point advantage, 22-8 with 5:11 left. You're listening to Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Calhoun Banks is your hometown bank. We've been serving Calhoun and the surrounding areas for over 120 years. We offer many financial and banking services, including commercial, online and mobile banking, mobile wallet, our annual Deals on Wheels loan sale, home and construction loans, and we specialize in land-only loans. With offices in Grantsville, Arnoldsburg, Elizabeth, and Glenville, we are ready to serve the needs of all of our communities. Stop in and see us at one of our 4 locations today. Visit our website at calhounbanks.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Calhoun Banks WV. Lobby hours are Monday through Thursday, 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Friday lobby hours are 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Drive-through open 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturdays, our drive-through is open 8:30 a.m. to noon.
Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Roane County wasting no time getting it back out to a 2-possession lead, Matt White.
Yeah, it was a 5-play drive, 49 yards, 2 minutes and 35 seconds off the clock. Begler with 3-yard touchdown run, 2-point conversion good, 22-8, Roane County on top.
Coben Cottrell approaching from left to right, gets a leg in, a squibber up the middle. That's going to be taken by the dangerous Bradley Harris at the 20. Waits, holds up, and he is going to be gobbled up by a bunch of maroon jerseys at the 30-yard line. Give him 10 on the return, and Buffalo will begin drive number 2 at their own 30.
Yeah, I believe Richardson was one of the first guys in there. Imagine that. He loves to play that gunner spot on the kickoff team.
Well, he had a top 10 play in Metro News on his kick return, but he probably could have gotten one for the hit he laid to start the second half on the kick team. Right to left go the Bison here in drive number 2. 5 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. 22-8. They'll spread it out. Empty backfield set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Moody by himself. Low snap, quick hitter. Moody, and that's some miscommunication between he and Wyatt Cobb. Cobb turned his head way later than Moody would have liked.
Yeah, it looked like Cobb was kind of run that little hitch. Shea Harper there step for step with him. Cobb lost his footing just a little bit, but the pass was out very quick.
Saw 2 running plays before the touchdown, and we see our first pass play for the Bison. They'll bring Harris into the backfield to flank Moody. Everyone else out. They're going to hand it off to Harris. This time Roane County has their eyes on the speedy senior.
Yeah, nice job that time. Delk diagnosed that thing as soon as it came across. It was you could see the pulling action, and then you got a little bit of help from Christian Jarvis there as well.
Short loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 11. The yard to reach is the Buffalo 40. 3 to the far side and 1 to the near side with Harris flanking to the right. Moody into the shotgun. Motion man across his Cobb. Moody, 5-step drop, looking for the screen set up, and they've got the screen set up, and they've got nothing because Colton Paxton likes film.
Yeah, Colton Paxton watches film, I would say, just as much as the coaching staff does. Right here, you're going to see the motion. It's going to bring Shea out. So you have nobody on the outside, but great recognition here by the Mike linebacker, setting up that screen. When your quarterback's dropping back that fast, you know it's going to be a screen. Great job.
So 4th down and 15, and they're going for it. Moody out of the shotgun. Maybe they were trying to get Roane County to jump. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Roane County calling for some help over on the far side. Moody's going to punt it. And going back and retrieving that punt is Lane Watson. And I'm telling you, that was the recognition by Lane that somebody needed to come help because he was going to go back for the punt.
Yeah, Lane, just calling out the spot. He's bringing Delk across. Somebody had to go back. Yet Begler in coverage still, so Roane County with another opportunity with the ball on their side of the field to punch another one here in the first quarter as we're up 22-8.
That's a very smart move by the sophomore Watson, and he fields it at the 45 of Buffalo for the second time. The Raiders have it in Bison territory to start. This is the 4th possession for the Raiders. 3:36 still in the first quarter. 22-8. Direct snap. Delk. He'll get up into the teeth of the defense, and he and his big boys in front will get 4.
Yep. Got Jarvis out front there pushing. You had Shea Harper there lined up beside of him, so that right there is what we just call a St. Louis. We're just going to ram that thing with the quarterback. But a nice block by B-Rich as well, Drew.
Officials call the knee down after a 3-yard carry. 2nd down and 7. The ball resting at the 42, I believe. Trips to the near side, 1 to the far side. Beggs in motion, far side. They'll fake the jet sweep. Off tackle. There's Harper into the secondary. Shea Harper, 1 man to beat to the 10, to the 5. The knee looks fine.
Nice setup there. You bring somebody across the motion. Eyes are going to go there by the linebackers, Drew. And then a beautiful trap play here on the middle. Bunner with a nice block. And then Shea Harper showing the wheels. The knee is okay. You just said that, Drew. And a nice play by the sophomore running back.
He shucked off a tackle early in that run as if the tackle was not even there, and then used his speed. Raiders strike quickly again, going 4-2, leading 28-8. B-Rich in motion, near side, snap back, rolling near side as Delk. He'll dump it over to Brandon, and Richardson has the 2-point conversion. The Raiders lead it 30-8, and we are still in quarter number 1.
Carpenter's General Store in Spencer has been saving you money and giving you the best selection in Roane County since 1996. We have an amazing selection of domestic, import, and craft beers, ciders, and wines at the absolute lowest prices anywhere. And if we don't have it, we'll get it for you. We have a sporting goods section with all the right fishing gear, locally crafted lures, and live bait. And we also carry a great selection of firearms and ammunition. And once again, if we don't have it, we'll get it for you with the lowest prices guaranteed. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. So come see us at 746 Arnoldesburg Road in Spencer. It's a convenience store with a whole lot more.
Matt White, the hand is working very quickly over to our left, over where you're standing.
Yeah, very much so. 2-play drive, 45 yards, took 45 seconds off the clock. Shea Harper with a 42-yard touchdown run. Delk to B-Rich for the 2-point conversion. Roane County extends the lead out 30-8 over the Bison.
We are still in quarter number 1 with 2:51 remaining.
192 yards on the ground for Roane County.
Let's see what Coben Cottrell kicks this time. He's had a fake onside kick that worked, a squib kick, another squib kick up the middle, and he'll squibber again. This will go quickly to Harris at the 20. Harris looking near, but now moves to the far side. Now jitterbugging east and west, and that's just giving the Raider defense a chance to get after him.
Yeah, you want to get upfield if you're returning the kick. Nice job there that time by Sawyer Hunt. He stayed in his lane, broke down, and made the first initial contact. Delk helps come and clean that thing up.
Just 9 on the return for Bradley Harris. Drive number 3 for the Bison begins at their own 29-yard line. The defense was great in the second possession after giving up that quick 2-strike touchdown drive with Harris on the pitch. 30-8, Raiders leading in quarter number 1. 3 receivers bunched over to the sideline of Buffalo, 1 near side. Moody in the shotgun. Now Harris out of the backfield in motion to the trip side. Snap back. Moody looking near side. Slip screen. He's got his man. Cobb breaks a tackle at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45 and shoved out of bounds at the midfield stripe by Lane Epling. So Coach Bob Mullett emptying the bag of tricks here.
Yeah, that was actually Lane Watson this time, though, on the stop.
Did I say Lane Ashley?
Said Lane Epling.
Lane Epling, listen,
we know a few. We know a few, but hey, that time on that play, Drew, it was just that bubble screen to the receiver. You take the running back out of the equation, and then that bubble screen under for the receiver.
Moving quickly to midfield Buffalo as they move the chains. Hard count. The Raiders flinch but do not cross up front. Moody up to the offensive line to change the play. 3 receivers far side. 1 to the near side. Snap is back. The give. Off tackle. And that's right into the teeth of the Raider defense again. Give Harris credit for a yard, maybe 2 yards. Into Roane County territory at the 48 it goes.
Yeah, it's just that counter back. You got Bunner that stopped that thing in there. As a defensive lineman, you got to read those pulling guys, those guards and tackles. It'll take you to the ball.
2 minutes and rolling here in quarter number one. 30-8 Raiders. Moody in the shotgun. He'll look to the Bison sideline. He'll stick with the 3-receiver set over on the wide side. One-on-one coverage with Cobb to the near side. 3 seconds on the play clock. They'll have to hustle. One. Did they get it off? Just barely. Here's the option play. The pitch is behind Harris, and Harris has to go jumping after it deep in the territory of the Bison. This will be a big loss.
Yeah, nice job. Nice recognition by Ori there. Ori May on the outside. Defensive end, you're going to contain that quarterback. Kind of took a step towards him. That made Moody pitch the ball back, but it was kind of a wobbly pitch. Harris not able to corral that thing.
A loss of 8 on the play brings up 3rd down and 18. The ball resting now at the 43 of the Bison. Moody calling the play from the shotgun. Comes set. Snap is low. Moody picks it up. He's got pressure from the backside. Dumps it off. Harris, the one-handed catch, trying to get away from Christian Jarvis. Not going to happen, young man. And now a flag comes flying in very, very late. And there may be, John, some frustration early spilling over on the Bison here.
Yeah, you're going to go back to replay, Drew. You see Jarvis read that thing as a D tackle. Great job of containing that, but like you said, there was a little push in the back, and that's where the flag's going to come flying from. So Roane County, keep your heads in a ball game like this that we're kind of out in front of big time. We cannot let things like that happen.
A tremendous catch, by the way, for Harris as you watch on our YouTube coverage, one-handed grab, but Christian Jarvis, a D tackle, recognized that and got out in space. He's got some very good wheels as well for the big man. Raiders shuffling players in and out here on this 4th down play. It's 4th and forever at the 30. And so you'll send Wyatt Cobb back to punt at his own 19. Brandon Richardson, Briar Begler at their own 37. 45 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Raiders will get it back. Very good punt. B. Rich at the 41. He'll take it to the far side. B. Rich, he's got the edge to the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Flags come in from the near side, and we'll see what the call is as Brandon Richardson showing the wheels, picking up big yardage on the punt return. Will it stay in Buffalo territory is the question.
Yeah, you see a couple flags down there. You hope it's not a block in the back, but it could be.
It looks as if it is going to be on Roane County.
That was a long way away from the play, too.
And block in the back is the call, so move it from what would have been 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 40, and it would have been the 3rd of 5 drives that the Raiders would have began in the territory of the opponent. And this is going to bring it back to Roane County side, although still going to be great field position for the Raiders, just shy of midfield at the 43 of Roane County.
See if we can punch one more in here, Drew. 33 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
You're looking for 6 scores in the first quarter. 30-8 Roane County with 33 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Raiders will spread it out. Ace formation balanced on both sides with 2 receivers. Delk out of the shotgun with Harper to his right. Snap back. Delk rolling near side, wants to throw. He's going to dump it deep down the field. He's got Richardson one-on-one coverage, and I think that he and Brandon may have miscommunicated on the go route, and that one sails onto the turf.
Yeah, Richardson didn't quite open it up like he's capable of, Drew, when he gets himself into some open field. It was decent coverage, though, downfield.
Looking to see, that was number 8, Bryce Downey, the junior, with some good coverage on the first down pass attempt. 2nd and 10 from the 43 of Roane County. They move left to right for the final 26 seconds of the first quarter, leading 30-8. Receivers to either side of the formation. Handoff, Begler spins out of the first tackle and picks up positive yardage. That was a great run by Breyer just to get positive yardage.
Yeah, Lovejoy almost took the handoff there from Buffalo, but Begler with the vision and the ability to jump cut and get the ball across.
Don't believe the Raiders will run another play. A very good first quarter for Roane County. They lead it 30-8 after quarter number 1. You're watching Roane County High School Raider football on WVRC.
Spencer Cash Saver is excited to announce that we are now accepting EBT payments through our online grocery site. Go to shop.spencercashsaver.com, schedule a convenient pickup time, fill your cart, then let us do the shopping for you. Give us a call when you arrive, and we'll bring your order right out to your vehicle. The $4.95 pickup fee is waived on orders over $100. So save time and shop online at shop.spencercashsaver.com.
Stop by D&D Motors for great deals on used cars. We have an incredibly diverse and continuously growing inventory to choose from, with many makes and models at price points that anyone can afford. D&D Service Department also offers oil changes, tire rotations, and other maintenance on your new purchase. Call D&D for your next service appointment. D&D Motors, located at 276 East Main Street in Spencer. Stop in and see Dan or Donna for your super deal today. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, and closed on Sunday. D&D Motors, call 304-519-2157.
We welcome you back to County Stadium as a long first quarter has come to an end. It was a successful one for Roane County, 30-6 or 30-8 they lead. Team switching sides. The Raiders, for the first time, have a third down and long as they'll travel right to left across your dial for this second quarter. Third down and 9 from their own 44. A receiver to either side of the formation. Delkin Beggs in the shotgun. Snap to Beggs. Breyer fighting out to midfield, and he will get just across the midfield stripe, maybe, depending on the spot. That Roane County will be at a fourth down and about 3.
Yeah, that's just the formation, Drew. When you got Beggs and Delk lined up side by side, direct snap, either one can take the ball. But a nice pickup there.
Shifting personnel as Harper and B. Rich will check out. Fourth down and 3, the Raiders going for it. They need the 47 of the Bison. Back to heavy. Will they go with the run? They will. Third man is Begler. Begler's got the first. He's still on his feet. Just tripped at the 40-yard line and fell forward all the way down to about the 36. He was trying so hard to get his footing back underneath him. Nevertheless, a nice first down carry for Breyer Begler.
Yeah, Beggs just finds that seam, and Derek Hudson with his big mitt gets a hold of his leg, but Roane County moved those chains. Another first down and another opportunity for Roane County to put some points on the board.
11 minutes in rolling, start of the second quarter, 30-8 Roane County double wing formation. This time it's B. Rich to the near side. Brandon, get to the edge, young man. He's got it to 30, to the 25, to the 20. Cuts back at the 15, spins off a tackle at the 10, and fights down inside the 5-yard line to the 4 for Brandon Richardson.
Now we're looking down. B. Rich with a nice spin move. Looks like he's going to be okay here. You can see the blocks out front, Delk, but then B. Rich cuts it back, spin move, hits the circle button on the PlayStation controller there, but he's going to hop up and stay in the game.
Might just be tired after that run.
Be a little rough.
Got to get himself some wind. Again, coming off of that broken nose, he'll stay in the ball game. First and goal, Roane County from the 4. Right to left they travel. Single back formation. It's Delk off tackle. Delk jumps to the end zone and just squeaks the ball across of the white line for another touchdown, number 11 on the year for the senior Skylar Delk.
Look back here at the replay. It's going to be a double wing set, just a fullback dive right up the middle, and Delk does the work, jumps across, gets the ball across the end zone, and a touchdown once again for the Raiders.
Roane County going for 2. Raiders have been very solid on these 2-point conversions going back to the Lewis County game. They'll go double wing once again. Single back is Delk. Brandon Richardson in motion. They'll fake the pitch. Greathouse going to hold it as long as he can and turns and fires it to the corner of the end zone. I swear to you, Jacob Greathouse is not a freshman in his mind. He held it to the last possible moment, and he took the shot and had enough oomph on it to find his wide-open tight end, Colton Paxton, for the touchdown. What a play by Jacob.
Gutsy play as he looks to the left, turns back around and has the guy right in his face, Drew, and delivers a perfect pass to Colton Paxton.
We talked about how years ago he played above his age, and he is just continuing that as a freshman in high school varsity football action. Roane County puts another one on the board. 10:21 remaining in the first half, 38-8, Matt White. Did I give him time?
I got you. I was trying to figure out the time on that one with the switching of quarters. That was a 6-play drive, 57 yards, 2 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock. Skylar Delk, 4-yard touchdown run, set up by the long run by Richardson of 32. Jacob Greathouse to Colton Paxton for the 2-point conversion. Roane County out 38-8 now on the Buffalo Bison.
Cottrell kicking off right to left here in the second. Harris and Cobb back deep. Cottrell has stayed with the squib kicks after the first onside kick. This one Squibber again. Over towards Harris at the 25. He'll pick up the ground ball. Moving right, moving left, and not moving up the field, and he is going to get not much again. And, John, if you're a kick coverage team, you love that.
Yeah, you love to see guys dance around because it's just going to collapse on them. And it looks like Joe Portillo there in on the stop for the Raiders.
Or as he's known on road trips, Joby.
Joby 1.
Very good at the nicknames is John Penna. So the Raiders defense, or the kick coverage team at least, doing their job. Just a return of about 6 or 7, 1st and 10 for the Bison. They will start this possession at their own 32. Left to right they will travel. Empty backfield for Josh Moody. Looking, scrambling, pressured, sacked. And I believe Schaefer got to him first, or was that Bunner?
I think it was actually Bunner that got his hands in there, but could be a little split there on the sack. We're going to go back to the replay, watch this defensive front. They're just trying to get their athletes out in space, Drew, but the pocket collapses, and it was definitely Bunner there with the stop, with the sack.
The big mitts of Jacob Bunner had one last week, adds another to his total. And a loss of 3 on the play for the Bison. We mentioned how important it would be to get pressure on Moody as he is trying to throw the ball. The Raiders have been successful. 2nd and 13 from the 29. 3-step drop. Moody better watch. He's got pressure. He dishes it out just in time. Richardson and Watson both at the football on the sideline, and both of them wanted an INT. But you go back to watch what Moody had coming at him, and that was Ori May with a full head of steam.
Yeah, Ori come off the left edge and was screaming. You can see it right here on the replay. Nobody touches him. He's got a beeline to the quarterback, throws it up. You see Watson come across from that safety, doesn't even see B. Rich, that stopped in his coverage. And we could have had a pick. Either one of those guys could have picked it off.
3rd down and 13 from the 29. Moody once again an empty backfield. 5 receivers out. 3 to Roane County's side, 2 to Buffalo's side, and a timeout coming. Number 2 of the half for the Bison. A 3rd and 13 opportunity for Roane County's defense, leading 38-8.
DW Excavating, LLC, located in Spencer, West Virginia, is a locally owned and operated business proudly serving Roane and the surrounding counties. DW Excavating has all the equipment to meet your dirt work needs, including dozers, skid steers, excavators, and a dump truck. We specialize in driveway and road construction, culvert repair and installation, property clearing, utility line installation and repair, and much, much more. Call us at 304-532-2968 or find us on Facebook at DW Excavating LLC. Don't delay, call us today to schedule your next project. DW Excavating LLC is a proud sponsor of Roane County Raider football. Go Raiders!
9:28 remaining in the first half. Roane County leading 38-8. A big play for Ori May. with the pressure on Moody, and Moody is out of the game, not because of an injury, because his helmet is jacked up.
Yeah, and that's going to be because of Ori May on that hit. So now they're going to bring in Downey as the quarterback.
The junior will run the QB position here on the 3rd and 13. Here's a pitch into the backfield. That's on the ground and up for grabs. And again, Ori May there. But once again, for the second time, Bradley Harris has to scurry and track down the loose ball, and it's going to be 4th and forever again.
You bring a new quarterback in, Drew. You never want to put him in this position as he gets the ball and looks to pitch. It kind of stuck to his hand, and Roane County, though, does a nice job of watching that. Same thing happened last year against Ripley. They brought a new quarterback in, and we should have had the fumble recovery, but didn't happen.
Wyatt Cobb will kick from his own 5-yard line, and you got a couple of salivating dogs right now for Roane County. Begler and Richardson at the 45 of the Bison. A fantastic punt, though. That's going to back Begler up to the 40 of Roane County. Cuts back against the grain. Now back to Roane County side. Over the midfield stripe. Gets tripped up to the 45. And that was Downey making the big saving tackle. A great punt, though, for Cobb, as that was a high spiraling punt that sent Begler all the way back to his 40.
Yeah, there was the wall that was set up, and Begler was able to get himself some nice yardage, but one more tackle, I think he could have taken that thing to the house.
And the Bison are about to burn their 3rd and final timeout of the first half. 8:32 left in this one. Raiders football leading 38-8.
Need homeowner coverage, replacement cost on your home, or your contents? Homeowner policies are written at many different levels of coverage. Let us help you. Diane Williams Insurance at 217 Church Street has been providing folks with their needs for over 60 years. Give us a call or stop by. Church Street next to the courthouse. Diane Williams Insurance. Call 304-927-5656. Home, auto, farm, mobile home, commercial buildings, motorcycles, campers. We can do it all. Call us at Diane Williams, 304-927-5656, or email us at dianewilliams@suddenlinkmail.com. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30.
We welcome you back to homecoming night here at Roane County High School's County Stadium. Raider football, 8:32 left in the first half, leading 38-8. And the Raiders will start for the 3rd time in the first half in the territory of the Bison. At Buffalo's 42, right to left, travel Roane County here in the second quarter. The ball marked on the near side hash. Split back personnel, Delk and Begler. Under center, the freshman, Jacob Greathouse. 3-step drop. He's going to look to throw it in the pocket, dumps it down the sideline. Coming back is Watson. He'll high point it. He'll shuck a defender. Here goes Watson to the end zone. Holy cow, what a play.
Beautiful catch by Watson. He's just that talented on the outside. You can see it's just a go route. He stops, high points the ball, and then shucks him off. This kid hits the weight room pretty hard throughout the offseason, and a nice touchdown by the sophomore, but a great throw once again by the freshman, Drew.
He laid it up on the sideline for Watson, who made the comeback play, high pointed it, and did he just rip his defender away or what? And into the end zone for the pass and catch touchdown. And now Roane County is going to call a timeout before they run the extra point. I'm wondering if they're going to try the extra point kick with John Bowen. They are. I see Bowen, number 7. Well, good for my heart. Number 7, the kicker.
Number 7, the kicker.
So it's going to be John Bowen for Roane County. Bowen, a senior, is one of the members of the soccer team, and he came on here in the preseason to try to do some kicking for the Raiders, field goal kicking. So an opportunity for that young man to get himself on the scoreboard.
He's a lefty kicker as well.
Yes, yeah, he is a lefty.
Roane County just doing it all here in the first half, Drew. 44-8 with 8:20 left to go. I'm getting some text messages saying, is this score right? What's going on here? Yeah, that's right.
Jacob Greathouse will be holding, And Bowen will get set for this extra point opportunity. Be lying if I said I wasn't rooting hard. The snap, though, is high. Bowen's going to run with it. Come on,
Bowen.
man, get there. I was looking for whatever I could get, man. The snap was a little bit high, and Bowen never had an opportunity to get the leg into it.
Yeah, not a whole lot of practice throughout the early part of this season to get that in, but a nice opportunity for them. Ball just didn't bounce our way.
Who knows? Maybe that young man will have another opportunity here tonight. The way the Roane County offense is firing on all cylinders, 44-8. Still 8:20 left in the first half of play. Matt White, did you have time again?
Well, I mean, when it's a quick strike, one-play drive, it's pretty easy to write it down. Jacob Greathouse to Lane Watson, a fantastic catch and run after the catch from Watson for 42 yards. They took 12 seconds off the clock, extending this lead 44-8 with, like you said, 8:20 left here in the first half.
It will be Coben Cottrell doing the kicking for Roane County. Right to left it will go. Once again, Harris and Cobb back deep. The Raiders pouring it on in the first half of play here, 44-8. Cottrell very methodically approaching the football. Another squibber, and they'll let it go to the back line. That's Harris again. He has trouble with it, and he's got pressure. Gets away from Richardson. Over to the sideline he goes. Flags come in down the field, and Harris will be chased out at the 30, and another flag. I think every official threw a flag.
Yeah, we're looking down on the field. Joe Portillo, I'm not sure if he twisted an ankle or stepped on somebody's foot, but he's down. And then the flags came in. I don't think it was any kind of contact.
Yeah, I don't think Job had any contact. It's probably just a rolled ankle, I would say. He and Richardson were both flying down the field.
Yeah, they both met.
But neither one of them, they didn't make contact or anything with each other, so.
They just met right near the football. And we're checking on the status of Portillo.
Did we get the call yet on what the penalty was?
Have not.
There was multiple flags coming in. The first one I saw was at the start of Harris's run, and that was from back near the midfield stripe. And then two more came from the sideline, and then late one came from behind the run with it, and he's got. We're waiting to see. Obviously, we didn't want to show you all an injury replay. Looking at Portillo, hopefully he's okay. It looks like he is okay, just walking off the field a little gingerly.
Yeah, maybe looks like he did roll an ankle there. So hopefully get that thing iced down, taped up.
Yeah, we hope that's all that happens. We're watching the replay. We see right there on our replay, we see a block in the back as Ori May was going after a tackle. That was one of the penalties at least.
Yeah, there was two penalties on that play, both against the return team. They're going to get they had a block in the back that Roane County will decline, and then a chop block that will be accepted. So that's going to push the ball all the way back to the 13-yard line.
Man, it's nice to have instant replay.
Really,
Joe McDonald over here just making things happen. We didn't let anybody else see it because we were too busy watching it ourselves that time. They've got Portillo up on the training table, and hopefully he will be okay here. Hopefully just to roll the ankle. The officials were working everything out as that was taking place. So the ball is spotted now at the 13.5-yard line of the Bison.
It's real easy to get sucked into the replays, Drew, but don't forget, we do have folks out there in radio land who can't see the replay.
Can't see what I'm saying. I know.
It's a luxury that we've never known before, and it's so nice.
Bison will begin this possession, traveling left to right across your dial from their own 13.5-yard line. Moody has got the helmet fixed. He's back in at QB. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 over by himself. I believe that's Cobb. Yep, Cobb coming in motion near side. Jet sweep, Cobb. Here's the double reverse. And there's a lot of open room to run for Downey to the sideline. Look at the closing speed, though, of Colton Paxton. Even in a big play, Paxton able to shut it down before it got out of control.
Yeah, he diagnosed that thing. As you can see, he comes across. They're going to bring the corner completely out. They're going to try to run back that way. That's what the big run touchdown was that they had earlier. But Paxton able to get there this time and make the stop before the big play.
Gain of 12. They'll move the chains out to the 25 of Buffalo. 7:50 and rolling, first half action. Roane County up big, 44-8. Shotgun for Moody. He'll fake the give, keeps it himself, and he'll be locked up after a gain of a couple. Paxton in there as well as a couple of other defenders.
Moody, the ball carrier.
Yeah, just a little RPO. He decided to keep that ball, chuck it right up the middle. A couple yards picked up, but nice tackle once again by Colton Paxton.
And you saw Watson trying to head over quickly.
Yeah, Lane read that, had a perfect angle, got one mid on it. A lot of times Lane can come down with that, but a nice play by the secondary of Roane County.
3rd and 9 coming up for Buffalo.
Again, if you can continue to get pressure on Moody, he has a tendency to throw the ball long.
3rd down and long. 3rd and 9. Ball resting at the 26 of the Bison. Receivers everywhere again. Moody takes the snap. Slip screen, backside. Roane County has pursuit. They've got pressure, and they've got him dropped.
Yeah.
Colton Paxton unfazed by that counter misdirection. He had Cobb with a loss on the play.
Yeah, that's just assignment football there. You see Paxton just read it from the get-go and walked up to the line of scrimmage there to show blitz there for a second, backed off, and then went into coverage and made a nice tackle.
4th down in a punting situation, 6:30 and rolling remaining in the first half. Roane County leading 44-8. Punting situation for Cobb. He's launched into a couple. Gets this one away, low line drive. This is Richardson at the 44. He'll come near side. Richardson gets a good block. Richardson breaks a tackle at the 45, down to the 40, down to the 35, down the sideline at the 20, to the 15. And unfortunately, there's some yellow hankies all over the field.
Yeah, it's going to be that big block that he got to spring back at midfield.
Oh, that was a very good block, but I think they're going to call that one of those crackback styles.
The problem with it is when you make that contact, I just had this conversation with Jeff Tanner today about those crackback blocks. You have to extend your hands and make contact first with your hands. Not as soon as you launch with your shoulder, it's almost an automatic call for the officials. If you extend the hands and make contact and then just shove the guy away, would have been a good block.
So they've changed that just a little bit. I guess the officials are trying to tweak that rule.
Matt's got the 4-1-1 on stuff.
Mm-hmm. We're going to start calling him Mary J. Blige.
I believe that may be the first time Matt White has ever been described that way. So on the penalty for Roane County, that will move them way back to their own 34-yard line. That is the good thing is that's the worst field position we've had. We've had a lot of field position in Bison territory with 6:12 to remaining. I'll get it out of my gullet at some point. Roane County, 1st and 10, right to left they go.
1st and 10 Raiders at their own 34-yard line.
Harper in motion near side, whistle. I do not see flags.
There's a flag back. There might be 12 guys on the field.
Correct.
So the Raiders moving quickly, and the Bison had too many Bison on the field.
There was a herd.
I wish my sister Dan and Pat Lance had come up with that. 1st and 5 for Roane County. They'll move it out to the 39 of the Raiders. 6:11 on a stopped first half clock, 44-8, all Roane County. Twin receivers near side with a wing to the near side, one to the far side. Delk in the shotgun, direct snap to Skyler. He'll bounce it outside. Skyler's got nothing but turf. Skyler to the 40, to the 35. Shea puts the brakes on for a second and then speeds up again. And down goes an official, and he's back up. What a professional. Skyler Delk, I thought he was going to be locked up 3 yards into the run. He bounced it outside. He put the brakes on a la Tavon Austin style at the 35 right and ran right by his defender and into the end zone. And at the end, a defender slides in and a really nice sweep the leg Johnny tackle on the man in stripes.
Oh, what a run by that horse, Skyler Delk.
What a carry, yes. R.I.P. to the ref, whoever that was on our YouTube feed. They'll try Bowen again. Let's see if he's got an opportunity. It's a clean kick. It's up. Is it going to stay in? It is! John Bowen gets himself an extra point. It was a good, clean snap. It was a great hold by Greathouse, and Bowen rips it through high and deep into the end zone. The Raiders, another quick strike drive. Boy, that had some steam on it for Bowen. That would have been good from 35. And what a play. What a carry by Skyler Delk.
Yeah, we've been fortunate enough, Drew, to watch some really good running backs that has come through Roane County. You look at Dylan Cottrell, you think of Nathan Reynolds, you think of Luke Scott, and then Tyler and Cody May. But these guys in the backfield here for Roane County, just a 1-2 punch, 3-punch, 4-punch. You got Richardson in there and Shea Harper as well. Just some special athletes. But you know what? They put the time in, they put the work in, and they deserve what they get.
I'll bet we've got some scoregami here. I don't know that Roane County's ever led 51-8, Matt White.
Well, possibly not, but what a time for it to be, especially with still just 6 minutes left in the half. Roane County, Skyler Delk, awesome run, 61 yards. John Bowen with the extra point kick. Roane County 51, Buffalo 8.
Things going very well on homecoming night for the Raiders. Harris and Cobb back deep yet again.
Roane County 7 for 7 on their scoring drives.
And this one ripped. That's going to go over the head of Harris and into the end zone. And another touchback for Coben Cottrell. That has been something very nice for the Raiders when he came in and started booting the football.
Yeah, he's got a weapon there. And once he gets, a little bit more comfortable, him being a first-year football guy, that could be very, very helpful as he grows, next year and the year after.
Roane County with 310 yards on the ground so far in this first half. Delk, 8 carries, 124, 3 scores. Begler, 9 carries, 103, and 2 scores.
And that one took absolutely no time whatsoever. 5:58 still remaining in this first half, with Roane County leading big, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20 for the Bison, traveling left to right across your dial. Moody going to hand it off far side. Stringing it out is the defense, and they are locking Harris up in the backfield for a big, big loss. Ori May, Colton Paxton there.
Yeah. Ori May really set the edge, made Moody have to cut back, or Harris have to cut back inside, and that's where Colton Paxton met him. Great play by both defenders, defensive end and Mike linebacker.
Loss of 6 on the play, 2nd and 16 for the Bison. Roane County leading large, 51-8 with 5:20 and rolling in the first half. Balanced formation, twin receivers both sides. Moody going to look to throw, far side, launches it deep down the field. He's got his man, and there is a great catch by Cobb, who just got separation. Harper was right there, and Shea mistimed his leap by a half of a second, and that allowed the ball to come down.
Yeah, that's just one of those unfortunate plays, but a nice tackle, though. Lane Watson saving the touchdown there. And you can see Moody's arm. He can throw the football down the field, and but Roane County's coverage pretty decent there. Just, those things happen sometimes.
That show of arm strength is what led us pregame to talk about needing to get pressure on the sophomore quarterback Josh Moody, because he does have a big arm, and he showed the accuracy with that launch. 1st and 10 in Raider territory at the 43-yard line. They'll bring Downey in motion to the near side. Moody going to look to launch over the middle. In and out of the hands of the defender, or out of the hands of his target. And that target, was that number 7? Josh? No, not 7. 2. Thank you. Chris Williams.
Yeah, just come on the inside post route. Saw your Hunt step for step with him. Ball pops up. Thought maybe Lane Watson have a chance to pick that thing off.
Yeah, that ball bounced high off of the hands of Williams.
Yeah, you got to imagine if Watson's able to get a hold of that one, there's a lot of space on this side.
Yeah, a ton of green.
Clock stops at 4:31 in the second quarter, 51-8, 2nd and 10. Moody, another low snap, picks it up, fires it outside, and a bang-bang play as it looked as if Cobb was late out of his break on the route. So to bring up 3rd down and 10, ball resting at the Roane County 43.
See some new faces in there on defense. Eli Howard playing some up front D tackle. Got Colton Albright out there as well.
Coben Cottrell's been in for a bit and replacing Matthew Schaefer. 3rd and 10. Moody out of the shotgun. Snap back. Moody drops it. It's on the ground. Moody picks it up and dumps it to his receiver. A heads-up play by the sophomore. The Raider defense just absolutely swarming.
Level after level, Drew. That time Shea Harper stayed with his guy, and as soon as Moody dumped that thing off, he was right there for the nice tackle. A great wrap-up tackle.
4th down and 11 with the clock rolling, nearing 4 minutes, 51-8, Roane County.
And that's 4 minutes left in the first half, not the game.
Yes, this one has gone long. It's almost 9 o'clock. It will be way past 9 when we start the second half. 4th and 11. Snap to Moody is good this time. He'll look near side, dumps it all the way out to the far side. Step for step again was Sawyer Hunt. And Williams diving after it, could not make the grab. The Raiders earn the possession on the turnover on downs.
Yeah, that is a tough throw to make across the field. Roane County, though, 3:38 left to go. Going to punch another one in?
They might punch it in on one play. They've done that a few times already.
Yeah, the Raiders are quite well known for methodical 5, 6, 7-minute drives.
We've had 3 one-play strike scores.
Showing that they can do it the other way as well. 1st and 10, Roane County at their own 44, and they will travel from right to left with a 51-8 lead and 3:38 remaining in the first half. We're in a holding pattern for something.
Yeah, not real sure.
The play clock is not moving. The officials are standing around.
There we go.
And we're ready to go now. It looks like we've got a double wing formation. Greathouse under center. Quick hitter to B. Rich to the near side. Brandon looking to pick his hole. He'll get to the 50 and just past the 50. A nice gain of 9 for Brandon Richardson on the wing sweep.
Yeah, Lovejoy there for the tackle. This guy's got 5 tackles here in the first half for Buffalo. Says he's just a freshman, I believe. Yeah.
So a gain of 9 for Brandon Richardson. Into the Bison territory goes Roane County with 3:05 and counting in the first half, 51-8. Roane County, they'll stick double wing. Delk alone back, snap, handoff. I think someone for Roane County was moving. And the Raiders will be flagged for the false start.
Yeah, you're just trying to get that quick hitter, and I believe it was one of the guys up front on the O-line that just maybe moved just a little bit, a la West Virginia's offensive line.
Ouch.
Sorry.
After a big win, John's still throwing shade.
I know. Still mad over that 4th and inches.
So 2nd down, and we'll call it 6. The ball resting at the Roane County 48 now.
Trust the climb.
Balanced attack. Ace formation, twins to both sides. Handoff. This is Shea Harper. And he just ducked underneath the first level and then put a shoulder down and bowled his way back to the 48 of the Bison. Be a 3rd down and 2 now.
Yeah, that's one thing that Shea has worked on, is using his body. When he was younger, he could just outrun a lot of guys. We always kept telling him, put your shoulder down. Well, he's doing it now.
Raiders will bunch 3 receivers to the shallow side of the field. That's the Roane County side. 1 to the far side. Delk in the shotgun with Harper. 1:55 and counting. Roane County with a 3rd down and 2. Snap back. It'll be Delk himself, and he's right at the yard to reach. He'll get it. And a couple more inside the 45 to the 44. That will stop the clock temporarily with 1:45 left in the half. 51-8. Roane County striking fast in this first half.
Early and often.
Well, the Raiders going back to that slow it down style where they'll hang in the huddle for a few seconds. They'll break the huddle at 1:20 remaining in the first half. Receiver to both sides of the formation. They've got double tight ends as well. The snap, Delk's going to keep it himself. To the outside he goes, and a great open field tackle by Downey keeps Delk from getting loose again.
Yeah, I'm not sure Roane County is really looking for the big play. They're just going to continue to churn up the clock here and try to get into the locker room here at halftime. But 51-8, a performance like no other that we've seen here over the last couple years.
2nd down and 8. The ball will be resting at the 42 of the Bison, and all coaches are staring at the clock right now. And the Raiders look to be content with this lead. I would imagine they should be.
It's going to affect the scoring efficiency, 7 out of 8 possessions, should this one go to half.
The Raiders will not have to, if they choose not to, run a play. And they're standing ready, but I don't think that Roane County is going to run this. White hat looking at Skylar Delk, and that will be the end of what has become a major first half for the Roane County Raiders. They lead it 51-8 on homecoming night at County Stadium. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we return, we'll recap the first half, give you some statistics, and we will check some scores around the state of interest in all 3 classes. You're watching and listening to Roane County Raider football on WVRC.
This is Gabby Bowen, Chronic Care Manager at Roane County Family Healthcare. Have you ever been told by a doctor, nurse, or other healthcare professional that you have high blood pressure, also known as hypertension? Uncontrolled high blood pressure raises the risk for heart disease and stroke, which are leading causes of death in the United States. Fortunately, high blood pressure is treatable and preventable. Here at Roane County Family Healthcare, we have developed a program for our patients that incorporates one-on-one consultations, individualized care plans, education, monthly calls, and more. By participating in our services, you also receive your own free blood pressure monitor. Yes, a free monitor, so that you can closely monitor your progress. So are you ready to take the step towards healthier goals? Give me a call at 304-927-8139. My office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Let me help you manage your hypertension. Roane County Family Healthcare, healthcare for the entire family.
Visit the Garden Fresh Market in downtown Spencer. We stock fresh produce arriving daily. Let us create meat and cheese trays or veggie and fruit trays for your next event. Our kitchen is open daily, eat in or carry out, Monday through Saturday, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with daily specials available. We also sell fresh flower arrangements at Taylor's Floral. The Garden Fresh Market. Give us a call at 304-927-5109 or stop in and see us at 229 Ripley Road in downtown Spencer. And let's go Raiders!
Demand a machine that's built to mow the distance. Mow like you mean business with the Gravely ZT HD. The aggressive stance adds stability and a smoother ride. The plush, high-back seat ensures all-day riding comfort. And the Hydro Gear transmission delivers increased torque and control. Bring it home and cut like a pro. Find a Gravely ZT HD to help you get the job done right. Gravely, built to mow the distance.
Your local Gravely dealer is Richard's Lawn and Garden, located at 130 Main Street, Spencer, West Virginia. Phone number 304-927-4580. Be sure to visit our showroom across the street right beside the T-Mobile building.
Did you know Hardman's is now stocking Trex decking? That's right. You don't have to worry with staining your deck anymore with Trex decking. We have 3 colors in stock to choose from, so you can buy it today and install it tomorrow. Ask about special financing options and enjoy your new deck all summer long. Looking to beat the heat and upgrade the inside of your home this summer? Call Rachel in Ripley or Tracy in Spencer about new carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl flooring. Many of these options are in stock and ready for you to take home today. Maybe you want to give your walls their best look? Come in and pick out your new favorite color or have us color match to the one you just can't live without. Our Best Look Paint and Primer in One is your only choice for superior quality at an affordable price. Hardman's, our family serving yours since 1907.
Is your grass already growing so fast it looks like a hayfield? Then you need to go see the professionals at Hildreth Supply. Hildreth Supply has all the Husqvarna equipment you need to tame that out-of-control yard. How about the Husqvarna riding lawnmower, model number YTH 18542, priced at $2218.75. Husqvarna trimmer, model number 329L for $249.99, or model number 130L for $265.94, and many more. Visit us on the web at hildrethsupply.com, check out our Facebook page at Hildreth Oilfield Supply, or stop by and see us at the store located on Route 33 in Spencer. Hildreth Supply, a hometown store with hometown ownership and proud supporter of all Roane County athletes.
Shall we take an inventory of what's happening or just move on? This is Lisa Simmons from Honest Fred's Flooring, and we decided early on that the more you look backwards, the harder it is to move forward. So as for Advice 101, Honest Fred style, put one foot in front of the other, and if it's not on Honest Fred's Flooring, why bother? Stop in and see us at 373 East Main Street in Spencer, or check us out on the web.
HonestFreds.com. The new Fords keep it coming at Jack Garrett Ford. Drive away a new Ford Explorer, Escape, or F-150 at an affordable price. And of course, Jack Garrett's selection of used beauties, like an 18 Ford Escape SE, an 18 Ford Edge SE, a 19 Ford Escape, your choice, $23,900. And many more while they last, accepting orders for new Fords too. See you today at Jack Garrett Ford, Ripley Road, Spencer.
Hey, are you serious? I like a good laugh. I bet you do too. Which is why I say, if all those insurance companies want to spend $1 gazillion on funny TV ads, go right ahead, as long as it's not my money that's paying for it. Here's how you get seriously good auto, home, business, or life insurance. Go to Erie Insurance. With Erie, a great price is just the start. You get unbelievable service, independent agents you can really trust, and superior products like Erie Rate Lock. You hear that? Rate Lock. The name says it all. For car insurance, it can't be beat. But hey, don't just take it from me. See for yourself why more than 90% of Erie customers stay with them year after year after year. Seriously.
Your Erie Insurance agent in Spencer is the Kirby Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 927-2544. That's 927-2544. Or visit kirbyinsurance.com.
Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk. I'm a lifelong resident of Roane County and a 2001 graduate of Roane County High School. I've spent the last 18 years working in service of the public at Roane General Hospital and the last 10 years helping to cover youth sports here on WVRC. I've had the privilege of watching my father for the last 24 years, and I understand firsthand the amount of time and dedication it takes to be a successful county clerk. It's about the people knowing that when they walk through the door, they will be treated fairly and with respect, no matter the situation. The county clerk should always be the face of the office and not just a name on the door. If elected, I promise to continue with the same standards of hard work and service to the people of Roane County and the surrounding communities that you've all come to know and expect. Thank you for your support in the upcoming election. Vote Matt White for Roane County Clerk.
Paid for by the candidate.
We welcome you back to County Stadium at the half. It is Roane County all over Buffalo, 51-8. Is your halftime score. The Raiders got things going as they have this year. They took the opening possession after winning the coin toss, and they marched down the field just over 3 minutes and put the first score on the board, and it was 8-0 at that point. The Raiders on defense able to earn a 3-and-out quickly. They got tremendous field positioning on a punt by the quarterback, Moody, and the Raiders quick hit it into the end zone, quickly led 14-0 as they missed the 2-point conversion on the second opportunity. And then it was the Bison who got on the board after it was a bit of missed assignment football, I believe, for Roane County's defense, because after that they missed nothing. It was a pitch to the outside from quarterback Josh Moody to his running back Bradley Harris, and Harris down the sideline for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion was good on a pass from Moody to Harris, and that was it. It was all Roane County after that. A quick breakdown for me because I have lost track of how Roane County scored, who scored. I know we scored quickly, and I know we scored a lot, and John Penna, that feels good at halftime. I tell you what, it was a long first half because Roane County put 51 up.
Yeah, watching film earlier this week, Drew, I kind of had a feeling, you can't really say that too much, but I had that feeling that our offensive line was just going to take care of business, and they absolutely did there in the first half. Just opening up holes, but not only that, our running backs run so hard. They break arm tackles. They run through tackles. So, just a great performance by the offense of Roane County. And the only kind of mess up was the one touchdown play on defense.
You mentioned it, John. You said you want to be confident. You're supposed to be confident coming into a game with a team that on paper has a new offensive line, new defensive line, and we know the strength of this Raider team offensively is the front line. We know the strength of the defense is our front line getting pressure and stopping up holes. But you have to play the football game, and Roane County, after that one small hiccup, John, it was really interesting for me to see the body language of the guys coming off the field after that play. And it was really just they came over to their coordinator, Matt Peary, and he was clapping them up, and they were talking about who missed what real quick, and it was just, okay, back to business. And they got really, really down to business after that. Yeah,
and that's what this group of young men do. They get it. They're football-minded kids. They really care about each other, and that's a beautiful thing to have in a team. These kids have played football together since they were 4 and 5 years old. So, they're going to lean on each other when the times are a little tough. And it was a breakdown in our plays, and that's something that I didn't see in film was that actual play itself. So you got to tip your cap to Buffalo's coaching staff of putting that in. Roane County just has to come back out here in the second half. We're going to see a lot of new faces throughout the second half, and just continue to play smart football.
So before we get to Matt White, let's talk about that. Athletic Director Toby Ford, as we were watching the two teams go off at half, some of the officials had the coaching staff of Roane County with them, and Athletic Director Toby Ford was beside them. So what is going to happen here in the second half? And this was, I think, maybe Buffalo's side saying, this is what it is. Let's go ahead and change something here. So what's going to happen, John, in the second half?
So in the second half, we're going to have 4-minute quarters. So they're going to drop it down to 4 minutes. In the third quarter, it's not going to be a continuous clock until we get to that fourth quarter, or at least that's what I've been told. You're going to see a lot of JV guys for Roane County. All of Roane County's varsity guys will be probably just shoulder pads, just their shoulder pads and pants on, no helmets. So it's going to give our JV guys an opportunity to get some varsity reps here on homecoming night, but it's also going to shorten this game big time because of the big lead that Roane County has.
Yeah, class act. I think the writing on the wall, and so you don't want to hurt anybody else. Get yourselves in and out. Give your JV some time on the field, and we'll get out of here hopefully without any major issues. 51-8 at the half. Matt White, I've got ice for the carpal tunnel that's coming.
Yeah, I'm going to need a nice salt bath just for my wrist after that first half. But you mentioned those couple of big plays. The run by Harris was 63 yards. The pass from Moody to Cobb was 43. So that's 106 yards of total offense in the half on 2 plays. The total yardage in the half was 105. So that means almost every other play was going nowhere or going backwards. There was one completion for 21. So everything else, it was Roane County's defense really just being very dominant. Individually, though, for Roane County, it was mostly all ground game. Begler, he had 9 carries, 103, and 2 touchdowns. Delk, 10 carries, 130 with 3 touchdowns. Shea Harper, 3 carries, 44 yards and a touchdown. And Brandon Richardson, 3 carries for 52. Jacob Greathouse was 1 for 1 for 42 yards and the touchdown. That one going to Lane Watson on a beautiful catch and run after. 8 first downs in the half for Roane County, 3 penalties for 20 yards, no turnovers, 13-minute time of possession. That was stretched out over 8 possessions. So that just shows how quickly Roane County was able to strike. 329 yards on the ground, 42 through the air. That's 371 yards of total offense for the Raiders in that first half. And defensively, get a hold of those there real quick, John. It was Colton Paxton with 5 tackles. He had Sawyer Hunt with a tackle and a fumble recovery. Jacob Bunner with a tackle for a sack. Ori May with a couple of tackles and a ton of pressure on Moody in that half. For the Bison, it was Bradley Harris. Like I said, he had 63 on 1 carry. He finished the half 6 carries for 38 and 1 touchdown. So everything else going backwards after that one big run. Bryce Downey, the only other positive yardage, 1 carry for 12 yards. Josh Moody was 6 for 12 in the half passing for 58 yards. 4 of those going to Cobb for 59. And Harris with 2 catches for a loss of 1. 3 first downs in the half for the Bison, 4 penalties for 30 yards. The 1 turnover on the onside kick. 11-minute time of possession for the Bison, 47 yards on the ground, 58 through the air, 105 yards total offense for Buffalo, who defensively were led the way by Zach Lovejoy with 5 tackles and Wyatt Cobb with 5 tackles, Dylan Johnson with 3 tackles. So add that up, and Roane County with a big-time halftime lead, 51-8, as we get closer and closer to the second half action.
And again, it will be 4-minute quarters in the second half. In the third and fourth, it'll be a 4-minute running quarter in the fourth. The JVs will take center stage for Roane County and for hopefully Buffalo. I'm not sure how many they've got, but hopefully they'll see some of those as well. Get some time in, and we'll get out of here with Roane County advancing to 5. And I want to say a very special congratulations to Michaela Boatwright, who was just crowned as Miss Roane County for homecoming. So congratulations to Michaela and her family for that nice honor. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we return, we'll check scores around the state of interest in all 3 classes.
When the heat starts to rise, pick your perfect Fanta Wild Cherry, Fanta Blue Raspberry, or Coca-Cola. Stop by today at your Spencer McDonald's. We are proud supporters of all Roane County athletes. McDonald's, I'm loving it, and so will you.
McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances has been servicing Spencer and the surrounding area for over 50 years. McIntosh carries the finest selection of products to bring you the best value for your purchases. We are a full-line furniture, appliance, bedding, and hardware retailer. We proudly supply Amana, Frigidaire, Vaughan, Broan, Lazy Boy, Whirlpool, Brown, and Maytag products. Shop local and support local businesses who support local athletes. We offer what the big stores won't: sales, service, delivery, installation, and removal. Call 304-927-2700. Visit us on the web at macintosh.goretailer.com. Check out our Facebook page at McIntosh Hardware Furniture and Appliances, or stop by and see us at 204 Market Street in downtown Spencer. You've changed thousands of diapers, cut off hundreds of crusts, played hours of peekaboo and duck duck goose, because you'd do anything for your kids. That's why it's so important to protect them with life insurance from State Farm. State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels will help make it easy and affordable to help you protect your family, no matter what the future holds. Because for the people you do anything for, life insurance could mean everything. Call State Farm agent Norman L. Daniels in Spencer at 304-927-5680 today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
NV Graphics has proudly been serving Roane and surrounding counties since 2013. We are located on Williams Drive in downtown Spencer, West Virginia. We offer screen printing, embroidery, custom apparel, team uniforms, signs, banners, trophies, and awards. Does your school, team, or league need help with fundraiser ideas? Then give us a call, 304-927-6466. That's our specialty. NV Graphics, open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Closed for lunch daily from noon to 1. Supporting local small businesses help directly support your kids in the community. Give NV Graphics an opportunity to earn your business. Thank you.
Sports builds character. Character that follows us all through life. It can lift us up in grand emotions when we reach the pinnacle of success. We all can envision the agony of defeat. Both equally build character. Old Fences Realty believes in character. Working hard to achieve that pinnacle of success takes sacrifice, training, and long hours. When putting your property on the market, please remember the company that possesses that character. List with Old Fences Realty.
And go team!
The Spencer Pizza Hut is proud to be the exclusive sponsor of the Fan of the Week each Friday of the Raider football season. Stop in and see us at 509 Ripley Road, fill out an entry form, and drop it in the box at the front counter for your chance to win a free large one-topping pizza. Stop by the Spencer Pizza Hut for all of your favorites: original pan, original stuffed crust, hand-tossed or thin and crispy pizzas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, wings, oven-baked pasta, desserts, and more. Open 7 days a week, dine in or carry out. Call us at 304-927-4619 or order online at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Your bank shouldn't make you feel like you're on an assembly line. It's about you, your family, your future. That's why you're gonna feel good about Polka Valley Bank, because people have been feeling good about us for over 100 years. Bottom line, we have all the services of a big bank, but we're local. At Polka Valley Bank, our decision-making is local. Our people get to know you and call you by name. It's a relationship with a bank that you can feel good about. See us online at polkavalleybank.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Good health. It means having the energy and strength each day to do the things you need to do for yourself and your loved ones. But what happens when you need help? The primary care team at Roane General Medical Clinic says, "We've got you." They're here to provide recommended screenings, see you when you're sick, manage chronic health issues, and refer you to specialists when you need them. Roane General Medical Clinic. Our providers are now accepting patients and offer care you can trust, close to home.
We welcome you back to County Stadium at the half. It is all Roane County, 51-8, the halftime festivities. Homecoming queen announced. Congratulations to Michaela Boatwright, the queen of homecoming. Miss Roane County here tonight. And so congratulations to her. What we're going to see here in the second half, we're going to see all JV for Roane County. And as you look down on the sideline, as John Penna mentioned, the varsity guys are in shirts. They're no longer in uniform. They're in uniform, but they've got their shoulder pads off. So they're going to enjoy watching the JV run things. 4-minute clock. on the third and fourth quarters, just 4-minute quarters, and the fourth quarter will be a 4-minute running clock as well. I've given Matt White hopefully long enough to get his breath here, and if not, John Penna's got some help. Matt, would you prefer John?
Sorry about that.
John already knew he was going to do it.
He's already taken. He didn't give me my microphone back.
So let's check some scores.
I'm stealing your thunder, Matt.
Let's check some scores around the state of interest in all three classes.
Yeah, for the AAA bracket, you have Oak Hill, up 33-8 on Ripley, which is Roane County's next opponent. Lincoln County, which was a opponent for Roane County earlier, down 42-0 to Woodrow Wilson, number 12 Woodrow Wilson. And then we'll go to AA. North Marion handling Lincoln, up North Lincoln, 27-0 in the second quarter. Frankfort up 28-25 over North Garrett, Maryland. Independence, the number 4 team, 60-0 over West Side. Scott, number 5 against number 9 Chapmanville, 20-7. Scott on top. Winfield, number 8, taking on Logan, number 6. Winfield is up 21-0 in the third quarter. Fairmont Senior up 7-0, 14-10 against University, a AAA school. Clay County no score. Point Pleasant up 37-0 over Warren Local. So
and Oak Glen getting destroyed by Beaver Local, 48-0. Hoover up 28-14 on Sissonville. So that's about it for
Single A. Look at some Doddridge up 13-0 in the second quarter. Number 6 Doddridge over Ritchie County. Calhoun is postponed.
Yeah, that was a game against Trinity Christian. They didn't have enough players to play this week. That one's going to be played on October the 4th. My birthday.
So
bring me a present home, Hooners.
We move to the second half, 4-minute quarters, and it'll be JV for Roane County. John Bowen, who had himself an extra point to do the kicking for the JV units. High, shallow kick, lands and is dropped on immediately by an up man. I believe that's
number 2.
Young man to be number, that was a 0 on there. That was a 30.
Oh, 30.
Evan Smalley. And so it will be 1st and 10 for Buffalo. Now, again, they don't have a lot of numbers. So the question is, are we going to see still some varsity guys against our JV?
I would say so.
And we're going to have to see some of them. So it will be the sophomore quarterback, Josh Moody, still running QB, but we see some different skill set guys. You still see Williams out to the far side, but you've got a backup running back in there for the Bison. 1st and 10 from the Bison 36-yard line. Roane County's JV defensive unit. The handoff, it is Smalley, the one who took that opening kick. And Roane County got a little bit of Fleroy action in there.
Got some Fleroy. You got Leland Schaefer in there.
Chad Blosser is who we call Fleroy, for those of you who don't know our Midget League nicknames. Gain of about 4 on the play out to the 41. 2nd down and 6 for the Bison. Moody out of the shotgun. Single receiver to both sides. The handoff outside. That's Downey. Downey into the secondary over the midfield stripe and into Raider territory.
Yeah, Schaefer once again. Leland Schaefer is playing some linebacker here this evening. Nice tackle. And then Nick Burnside.
3:13 and rolling again. We're on a 4-minute clock for the third and fourth quarters. So this game is going to go very, very quickly at the moment. Moody out of the short shotgun with Smalley behind him. A receiver to both sides, 1st and 10 at the Roane County 49. This one dropped on quickly as a low snap. Moody's had some issues with his snaps. He hasn't had the issue, I should say. The center has been snapping it a bit low from time to time.
That's tough. Moody, he's a tall guy, 6'1". If you have to consistently go down and try to get that, makes it tough.
2nd down and 14. They'll hand off Smalley to the outside, cutting back against the grain, gets into a pile of Raider defenders. You see Gabe Deaver underneath that, number 66 holding on, and then the rest of the defense comes to corral.
Yeah, Clay Walker in there as well.
See Burnside again. You can always tell Burnside because he always looks excited.
Yeah, he's got that big energy.
1:55 and rolling here in the third quarter. And I like again what Buffalo's doing when they have a couple of varsity guys. They're just going straight vanilla.
Yeah.
And handing the football off. Here to the outside though is Downey. He's got room to run. He's got one man to beat. And that's going to be a touchdown for Downey on the outside. Good seal blocks for Buffalo.
Yeah, that was just sealed along the edge, and you could see Downey taking off, showing the wheels, getting himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
So 51-14 now is your score. And we'll get the chance to see the JV offense who had, I tell you what, they had a really nice drive at the end of the Lewis County game. They churned up about 3 or 4 minutes, got from their own 19 all the way out to about midfield before the clock ran out. Here's Downey, back and forth he goes, and he'll dive into the end zone for the 2-point conversion.
Bradley Mace was right there to make the tackle, just out of the grip. And he was able to cut it back inside and get himself into the end zone, 51-16.
So, Matt White, we're going to keep it here as they're probably going to speed this thing up completely. So
now we can speed it up, too. That was a 5-play drive, 63 yards, 2 minutes, 19 seconds off the clock. Bryce Downey with a 44-yard touchdown run. 2-point conversion is good. Roane County 51, Buffalo 16, minute 41 left here in the third on the shortened quarter clock.
We'll get a chance to watch the Raiders on offense. Now, Matt, you are one with advanced knowledge of things. We know that Cooper Greathouse has a busted-up hand. Is he going to be in the game here at QB, do you think?
Well, I would imagine not, but you never know. I mean, they actually had it in a cast earlier this week, but according to his dad, he said he was planning on just taking it off.
Is that what he said?
That's what Cooper says, and he's down there on the sideline without a cast on his hand, so he's a tough little guy. We'll see what he's got.
Well, I know that the plan was at least the fact that the JV did not have a game coming up this week and maybe even next week to have the chance to rest it, but I guess he had different ideas.
Yeah.
We'll see if
he was like Ricky Bobby sawing it off by himself.
You know, and it's going to be a different look for their offense as well because Joe Portillo, with an injury to the ankle, Joe's been playing the tailback spot, so you'll see a lot of Clay Walker, I'm sure, here with the ball in his hands.
Gabe Moore to kick it off. He'll go deep with this one, and that one's going to get past Leland Schaefer. He'll come down to the 15 to retrieve it, moving east and west. He'll try to get back to north and south, and he'll be locked up at the 20-yard line. That's where the Raider JV will begin their first drive with 1:34 left in the third. And again, it is not a running clock in the third, but as soon as that goes to the fourth, this game's going to be over quite quickly.
Yeah, on that kickoff, there was a guy downfield blocking the whole time, and that was Hogan Greathouse.
An issue with an injured player.
He immediately stuck that leg straight up in the air, so you imagine that's in the neighborhood of a cramp.
Yep, they're already pushing.
Oh, man, you got to be.
And I can say it that time.
He was trying to pull on that thing himself and get some relief.
It's like, somebody get out here.
So just a cramp, so that's a good thing to see. And that young man from Buffalo will get stretched out, and hopefully we can get him up. Well, that's Williams, Chris Williams.
That's a very young Buffalo team as well. They're a ton of juniors and sophomores and even a couple of freshmen getting varsity time. So you'll see how they continue to grow throughout the year.
Well, you think they're going to lose Wyatt Cobb and Bradley Harris off of the offense with skill position players. Everybody else will be back for 1 or even 2 more years. Raider possession with the JV. Heavy set for the Raiders. And it is Cooper Greathouse running the show. And the third man through, was that Brabham?
Yeah, that's Brabham, number 2.
So Garrett Brabham unable to pick up yardage. In fact, I believe forward progress will stop him for a 2-yard loss. The clock rolling, 1:15 here in the third. Again, 4-minute clock, JV only for Roane County. And in the fourth, 4-minute clock with a running clock. Roane County leading 51-16. We give a chance for the offense for the JV to get some time on the field on Friday nights. Colton Elliott running the show at center. Try to get some of these guys located. Heavy package. Burr split to the near side by himself. If you don't know, now you know. Ball's up in the air. Great play by Brabham to grab a hold of it and keep the possession for the Raiders. And I believe that will be the final play for Roane County's JV here in the third, unless they hustle to the line. And I don't think they're going to. I think this is just one of those things, John, we are all just, I think everybody said we're pretty much done here.
Yeah, you know, you rarely have a game like this that kind of gets out of hand in the first half, and you know, it's kind of a weird territory to be in, but you got to make the best of it and do what we got to do and get out of here with the win and nobody injured.
Raiders will not run a play in the third. We move to the fourth immediately. Running clock as Roane County leads at 51-16.
My name is Sina McDonald. I am running for Roane County Clerk. I have 12 years management experience running a small business in Roane County, 11 years experience with information technology support for the Roane County Courthouse, and 6 years experience of on-site support with West Virginia counties for the voting machines and election tabulation software. I believe my experience in technology and elections make me the ideal candidate for Roane County Clerk. On November 8th, please vote for Sina McDonald for Roane County Clerk. Every vote matters.
Paid for by the candidate.
We welcome you back to County Stadium, and we are 4 minutes of running clock away from the Roane County Raiders defeating Buffalo on homecoming night. They put up 51 points in the first half and led 51-8. The Raiders will improve to 5-0 on the season, and Roane County will go back to the drawing board for next week. They'll host Ripley, the AAA Vikings, and that will be on the Friday Night Rivals for WCHS TV 8. We'll have our good buddy Mark Martin and his crew joining us as well next week. As the JV unit takes the field, they'll move over to the left side. They'll move left to right here as we will get set for the running clock. And the JV with a 3rd down and 13, the ball resting at their own 17-yard line. Raider JV breaking the huddle. They'll send Aiden Burr to the near side.
You already know, Burr.
Traditional I formation with the wing to the near side. Pitch to the near side. Garrett Brabham. He's got speed. He'll get to the secondary. Here goes Garrett Brabham. A big old face mask coming in. So Brabham with a big carry. And they're going to add 15 more onto that. That was speed for a little bit Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, and nice blocking out front. You see Clay Walker getting out here, getting himself a block. You see Leland Schaefer trying to get himself out there, and just a great run, great field vision there for that soon-to-be wrestler, Garrett Brabham.
Always working, aren't you, John? Always working.
Never stop.
The clock begins to move now with 3 minutes left. A big 3rd down conversion. That's what we saw last week in that last drive for the Raiders. They had a 3rd and 13 from their own 19-yard line. Ended up continuing and running out the clock. 1st and 10 inside the territory of the Buffalo Bison. They'll move to strict heavy package. Heavy leaning to the right. Great House under center, hands off. That's Brabham again. Brabham just following the lead blockers for a big 5 or 6 yard carry.
Yeah, Brabham low to the ground, compact, very quick. He is a running back. He did a good job that time of just following his blockers and picking up nice yardage. And this guy's like, hey, man, I might go for 100 in this varsity action I get here tonight.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the rolling clock. 51-16, Roane County leading.
Brabham with 28 yards on 4 carries.
They'll stay with heavy. Great House goes under center. This time give is to Clay Walker on the counter, and the defense of the Bison able to lock him up. Loss of a couple of yards on the play brings up a 3rd down and 6 with 1:40 left in the ball game. The Raiders are going to go to 5-0, and the train keeps on rolling.
Yeah, with an opportunity to bring in a AAA opponent in here next week, Ripley. We're going to look ahead a little bit. That game last year was kind of like a statement game for Roane County, just a cross-county rivalry game. Roane County came out on top in that thing big time.
Nearing a minute mark left in the game. Heavy package to the right. Great House under center. Hands it off. That's Brabham again. Garrett gets rodeoed to the ground. He'll get back the yards lost and maybe one more. They'll bring up a 4th down and short, sorry. And theoretically, this could be the final play of the game, and this will be by far the earliest that we have gotten out of a ball game for many a year. Metro News High School Game Night pre-show hasn't even started yet. 30 seconds on the clock. Heavy package yet again. Cooper Greathouse staring down the clock. Now back to the traditional eyes. They move Walker to a wing. Snap back. Here's the pitch to Brabham on the near side. Brabham looking for running room. He's got it. He's got the 1st down with 20 seconds left. And that may be the final play of the ballgame. Nice little running there for Garrett Brabham.
Yeah, I like it.
To finish this thing up. This was all Roane County from very early on, and they will close it out with the 51-16 victory. Raiders improve to 5-0 on the season. We'll take a break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll recap. We'll have your statistics and your Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts players of the game after these messages.
Visit Slate Auto and Transmission, located at 302 Slate Road, Spencer, for all of your car care needs. We offer a wide range of services, including transmission work, new tires and alignments with brands like Mastercraft, Cooper, and Goodyear, regular and modified state inspections, major and minor vehicle repairs. We also have ASE certified mechanics. We appreciate every one of our customers. Call us today at 304-927-2250 to schedule your next appointment. We are open Monday through Friday. Slate Auto and Transmission, quality repairs by people who care.
Stats Pharmacy is a proud supporter of Raider athletics, school, and local events. We have served the community since 1940, and our customers' satisfaction is our #1 priority. We offer free local delivery and mail-out services. Stop in and see our great selection of giftware, including evergreen flags, Swan Creek candles, a new line of purses, and much more. Stats Pharmacy is located at 100 East Main Street in Spencer. Please call us at 304-927-2980.
All you need is parts. All we need is parts. All we need is parts. Parts. Parts is all we need.
Well, maybe not all you need. Sometimes you need more. Willard Starchers has you covered with lots of parts and more with their high quality and strong sales staff to help diagnose your repair issues and provide you the expertise to ensure that you get the right parts, tools, and fluids to get your job done. If your car needs fixed and you need some parts, who are you going to call? Willard Starchers. Open 7 days a week. Dial 927-2520.
We welcome you back to County Stadium. The final score here, Roane County wins it 51-16. This was all Raiders all first half. We went to 4-minute quarters in the second half and a 4-minute running quarter, and Roane County was all JV units in the second half. Buffalo, with not enough really for a full JV unit, decided that they were going to go vanilla offensively, and so healthy respect there for them for doing that. But this was Roane County's game. This was Roane County showing the opposite side of what they can do offensively with quick strike offense. They scored on one or a couple plays numerous times, and defensively, other than that first hiccup, Roane County's defense was just masterful again. They got pressure when they needed to, diagnosed the stuff that was coming from Buffalo, and I thought that our secondary continues to improve and play well as they were locked up on receivers throughout the night.
Just a great performance overall by Roane County. Kind of every aspect, like you said, as I messed up the mic thing, that was the only mess up we had here tonight for Roane County. It's awesome to watch these guys as they've played and grown together. Really just gel. You're 5-0 right now after coming off that great season that you had last year. You wanted to build on that, and now the state is going to take note of what Roane County is really about. Just a great opportunity for the varsity guys to go out and put on a show here at the first half, and then let our younger guys get in there and get an opportunity to get their feet wet on a Friday night.
Yeah, I thought that, the tone was set early when Roane County was able to get down the field, but it wasn't the first drive that set the tone, I don't think. I think it was Roane County responding after the touchdown after already being up 14-0, and that was all it took. Roane County got score after score. I believe they had 30 on the board after one, and then added the 3 more scores after that to get it up to 51. And, of course, Buffalo just was outmanned here this evening.
Yeah, and the weapons that Roane County has. You look down the line, you've got Begler, you've got Delk that you hear a lot about, and deserving so. But then Shea Harper comes in, busts a nice run. And then you have the freshman, Jacob Greathouse, that is just growing up here before our eyes. Nice, beautiful pass to Lane Watson that goes up, high points that thing. Lane, just a sophomore. And then you got Brandon Richardson is another key to the cog. And you don't talk much about Colton Paxton on offense, but he does everything right offensively as well as defense. And then it doesn't start but up front. The offensive line really, really sets the tone for the football game for Roane County, in and out every week.
I'm watching those replays that Joe McDonald's got for us, and we just watched the pass and catch from Jacob Greathouse to Lane Watson, who I called Lane Epling. Don't give me heck for that. I called Lane Epling's name for many, many years. 51-16, your final score, Matt White. How did it happen, buddy?
Yeah, we heard it not too long ago. The halftime for the varsity guys. Skylar Delk, 10 carries, 130 yards, 3 touchdowns. Briar Begler, 9 carries, 103 yards, and 2 scores. Shea Harper with 3 carries for 44 and a touchdown. And then Brandon Richardson with 3 carries for 52. And in JV action, Garrett Brabham, he had 6 carries for 46 yards. So nice outing for that young guy to finish out that game. It's just the big plays all around for Roane County. Jacob Greathouse 1 for 1 for 42 in the score to Lane Watson. You said it was a beautiful catch, beautiful run after the catch. 10 first downs in the game for Roane County, 3 penalties for 20 yards, no turnovers. 374 yards on the ground, 42 through the air, 416 yards of total offense for the Raiders. For the Buffalo Bison, Bryce Downey with that late score. He finished with 3 carries for 66 yards and a touchdown. And Bradley Harris with 6 carries for 38 and a touchdown. Josh Moody finished the game 6 for 12 for 58 yards. The Bison were able to pick up 4 first downs, 5 penalties for 45 yards, and the 1 turnover. Receiving, I missed their Wyatt Cobb, 4 catches for 59 yards for the Bison. They finished with 110 yards on the ground, 58 through the air. That's 168 yards of total offense for Buffalo, and just an outstanding performance for Roane County here tonight. 51-16 your final score.
Roane County improves to 5-0 on the season. We'll talk here in a second about the next broadcast. First off, John Penn has got some work to do. John, how about a Willard C. Starcher Auto Parts Offensive and Defensive Player of the Game award for us?
Okay, here today, so many options that you could go with, but I'm going to go with the offensive line for the Willard C. Offensive Player of the Game. You've got Matthew Schaefer, Christian Jarvis, Jacob Bunner. You have Noah Jett, as well as Colton Albright. Those guys usually get the start. A couple other guys sprinkled in there, but those guys really controlled the game offensively and helped our running backs do what they did. So congratulations to the offensive line. And then on defense, I'm going to have to go with Colton Paxton. He's just that Mike linebacker, that guy that reads the field very well. There was a little bit of a mistake, and he was the one that caught on to what Buffalo was trying to do, was to get some guys in space. So congratulations to him for the defensive player of the game, and in the offensive line for the offensive players of the game.
Yeah, the Hogs continue to eat, and I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons Roane County is averaging 336 yards per game on the ground. Roane County wins at 51-16, now 5-0. They will return to County Stadium next Friday night for a battle with a AAA opponent, the Ripley Vikings, coming to town. And we'll be on the air with pregame coverage at 7:05 p.m. for that, 7:30 p.m. for the opening kick. Friday Night Rivals will be here for that as well, so a lot of eyes on the state right here at County Stadium and this brand-new turf field. Our next sports broadcast next Tuesday, we'll be back with Lady Raider volleyball action on Tuesday at home at the Castle, a 7 p.m. match between Roane County and Point Pleasant. Don't forget Wednesday night, the Raider Review. We've got a really good one coming up. We've got our special guest, Butch Greathouse, will be in studio as part of our Legends series. We'll have Coach Burdett. We'll talk all things Roane County sports on that one. 51-16, your final here tonight. Roane County wins it. For our entire broadcast crew, George Allen, our studio technician back at WVRC Control, Katie Nutter, our camera person, Joe McDonald with A&M Digital Technologies, providing the stats, the instant replay, the graphics, and the scoreboard. Matt White, our color commentator, and John Penna, Matt White, our statistician, and John Penna, my color commentator. For all of us, I'm Andrew Miller. Have a wonderful weekend.
Trust the